So far in these playoffs. Stops, pops, in and out. 2.5 minutes gone by. Still no points for Brooklyn.
Oh. All right, Milwaukee, little 7-point lead. Here we go. Make sure my mic's working. Yes, it is. And we're in. Pop out the chat. What up, Madison? Hope you're having a good evening. And we're going to see if Milwaukee can't steal one at home after getting killed last game. Still no Harden. Nets, though, starting off this game really slow. We got a 7-0 lead, and the Bucks have the ball. Kicks it over to Drew. Drew pump fakes, drives the lane, kicks it back out to Lopez. Lopez to Tucker in the corner. Now back to Giannis, who slams it home. Nice pass by P.J. Tucker. Oh, Giannis feeling it. And slams it in. All right. There we go. I was about to say you don't have your chat pulled. Yes, I fixed it. I got it before you asked. I'm going to pull up my game again, too. Got a commercial break, 8:24, and the Nets not starting off too hot right now. Man, everybody's missed a shot in the starting lineup so far. Everybody's missed one. Sometimes I forget when I get here so early, but you're still getting set up. Yep. Sometimes I take too long to get set up. But at the same time, a little early than 8 o'clock, right? But, I was late for the game. It is what it is. It is what it is. What up, Dominic? Giannis kind of going off. Yeah, Giannis right now, 3 for 5, 7 points. More than everybody else combined, because the only other person that scored is Middleton for 2. So, but anyway, how you doing today, Dominic? Thanks for stopping by. I know a couple of people put some things in the reaction things. We got a Battlefield, apparently. Autismo wants me to get Battlefield. I don't know if I'm going to get it yet. But then, can the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl? We may watch that at halftime. Could be fun. And in general, who are they talking about? Oh, yeah, Taylor Heineke put on some weight. Dang, that lead's not going to last long. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how quickly it takes, or how long it takes for the Nets to heat up. You know it's coming. They're going to heat up. They're not going to not make a basket for the rest of the game. Good, and you watching what you playing? This game is RuneScape. I don't know if you ever played it when you were younger. It was popular when I was around, 14-ish. And then, it just brings back nostalgia. It's a kind of a fun MMO it's MMO, right? MMO RPG I think it's MMO RPG and I can't remember what all the acronyms are. It's a role-playing game, but it's a cool game. Bills 5-12, Chiefs 4-13. What planet are you living on, DRG? What planet are you living on? How much I got left? 340K, like nothing. Okay. Washington 17-0. That's right. That's right. We got. Looks like we're gonna come back from commercial. Tough shot there by Giannis. Does Giannis go to the free throw line? Okay, yeah, he's 1 for 2 from the free throw line right now. Totally not biased. That's right. It's okay. I'll be right anyways. I always am. All right, Bruce Brown and KD in the corner. Back to Bruce, and short little floater is good. All right, the Nets are on the board. With an assist from KD, Bruce Brown, the 2. Middleton driving, gets it over to Giannis. Almost had a turnover. Somehow makes the catch. Giannis is going to pull up from 3. Way off. Yikes. That's not your game there, Giannis. Not your game. All right, Blake Griffin has it for the Nets. He gets it over to Joe Harris. Joe Harris pulls up from 3, and he misses. Middleton the rebound. Middleton. Gets a pick from Giannis, and Middleton fadeaway jumper from the free throw line is good. All right, can the Bucks keep the pressure? Nets finally get on the board. That's right. KD gets a pick, and he pulls up a 2-point jumper, and that's too easy for one of the best scorers ever to see a basketball court. All right, Drew Holiday getting a pick from Giannis, and he goes all the way, and Giannis the rebound. He couldn't make the layup, but Giannis coming up, and Blake Griffin just fouls him hard. Giannis will go to the line for 2 with a 7-point lead with 6:58 to go in the first quarter. 2 free throws pending. Can my internet go back to normal for like a minute? I don't think it will be able to. Uh-oh. Is my stream looking okay? Yeah, my stream's doing okay. Good. So hopefully maybe a refresh will help you out. Stream looks okay, though. Is this Steve Nash's first year as head coach, or did he come last year without KD? When did Steve Nash become the head coach? He might win. Has there ever been a coach to win an NBA championship as a first-year head coach? (2020). So he was coach last year. No. Did he just start this year? So yeah, he could win because it's 2021. Yeah, this is the championship of 2020-2021. So he could win the championship in his first year. That's today's NBA. Oh my God, Giannis legitimately just airballed a free throw. He missed both free throws, but the second one was legitimately an airball of a free throw. Who do I got winning it all? I got the Nets. Yes, I have the Nets as well. That's who I put in my bracket. I'll pull that up in a minute. All right, we're back in it. Blake Griffin to Kyrie. Kyrie getting doubled right now. All right, Lopez backs off, so it's Drew Holiday guarding him. And Kyrie fade away. Good defense there by Drew. He was all in his face. Tough shot and could not go in. Giannis attacking. Kicks it out to Middleton. Middleton to Drew Holiday in the corner. And no good. KD the rebound. KD. Oh, just driving all the way to the basket. Doesn't get it and doesn't get a foul. Good defense by PJ Tucker. Giannis, Euro step, gets around Blake Griffin. And there you go. So it's a 13-4 lead for the Bucks. This is what they needed. Got to get a strong lead and try to hold it. Joe Harris driving, kicks it over to Brown. Brown floater, no good. Nets are extremely cold right now. Extremely cold. 2 for 14 from the field. Giannis getting a pick from Drew. Didn't really help, but Giannis kicks it out to PJ Tucker in the corner. Middleton 3. Bang! All right. Bucks up by 12. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Middleton with 7. KD almost lost it, got it back. People wanted to travel, but it looked like one of the Bucks tipped it out of his hands. Blake Griffin 3. What in the world? Blake Griffin making the first 3 for the Nets. More like More than likely, I'll have to switch teams. Talking about the Giannis for sure. Yo, sup? When are you gonna do reactions? I'll probably react to the 2 videos in there at halftime. Halftime of this game, we'll go ahead and look at both the Battlefield trailer, and then we'll look at there's a Bills video that Yuki posted in there. We'll take a look at that. After the game, we may do a maybe watch the DMV Sports Zone and Pedro Schmidt conversation, however you say his name. I want Giannis to get a ring. I don't know. I hope the Bucks push through and win the series. Well, I don't because I picked the Nets. But at the same time, it's kind of a win-win for me. If I don't see the Nets win a championship, I'm okay with that too. All right, so it's 18-7. Both, and the only ones to score so far for the Bucks are Giannis and Middleton. They both have 9 apiece. All right. Claxton has entered the game for the Nets, and he gets inside. Nice pass by KD, but no, Lopez blocks it. I don't know what Lopez was saying because he clearly blocked it, but he tried to act like I guess he didn't, and it just went out of bounds, so whatever. But it's 8 seconds on the shot clock. Kyrie, the inbounder. He kicks it out to KD at half court. KD guarded tough by PJ Tucker, and Joe Harris for a 3. He can't get the shooter's roll. It bounced on the rim a couple of times, but could not go down. Giannis attacking Claxton, spin move, stops, and slams it in. Big man move. Come on. Man, Nets down 13 now. Kyrie pulls up from a mid-range jumper, and there we go. There's a shooter's roll, and that falls in. So it's 20-9. Giannis leading all scores with 11 points. Both Giannis and Middleton currently have more points than the Nets. Or more, as many, I should say. Giannis driving at Claxton. And turnaround flow. Oh, off the backboard. Terrible shot. But it did go in. I don't think that's exactly how he drew it up. But he got it to fall. All right. KD. And nice defense by PJ Tucker to get a hand on KD's shot. Altering it just slightly. PJ Tucker in the corner 3. Oh, my Lord. Ooh, hit the side of the backboard. What a terrible shot. Kyrie Irving, transition 3, no good. And Middleton the rebound. Bucks will use their first timeout, so it's 22-9, 3:25 to go in the first quarter. Nets are shooting horrifically so far. 22.2% from the field, 16.7% from 3. Bucks 56.3% from the field. They aren't shooting that great from 3, but Giannis is getting inside, 6 for 9 inside on the field goal range. But free throws right now, he's 1 for 4, and he legitimately airballed a free throw. Airballed a free throw horribly. That was terrible. Another foul on the Nets. Yep. More than likely he'll have to switch teams. And I don't think he will. That's the crazy part. But he's going to have to attract another star or two. Even if they kept Middleton, Giannis Middleton is not enough. Like bringing in people like Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker. It's like they need you know who could be really fun for them? What if they got DeMar DeRozan? Not DeMar DeRozan, sorry. Even though that wouldn't be bad. But I meant, for some reason I was thinking DeMar DeRozan because the Wizards were interested in him apparently. But, no. Damian Lillard. What if Damian Lillard and Giannis, 2 guys that wanted to stay on their respective teams, but just the teams weren't getting it done for them to bring in the talent around them to win a ship. Those 2 combined, you have Dame Lillard's range, and you have Giannis inside? That pick and roll game would be just nasty. Giannis and Lillard pick and roll? All right, I like it. I'm already sold, and I just made it up on right here on the spot. Dame Lillard to Milwaukee. Right? You're starting to feel me, aren't you, Autismo? You're starting to feel me. I agree. 100%. That would be an awesome team to watch. Speaking of fun team to watch, the Suns are looking really strong. They've beat the Nuggets 2-0 so far, and in pretty much both games, decisive fashion. I mean, you could look at the score. It's 123-98 last game, and I don't think the other game was much better. If we look at here, 122-105. Both games pretty much being handed to Jokic and the Nuggets, which sucks for me because I picked the Nuggets. I picked the Nuggets in 6. So the Nuggets would have to win 4 in a row. And with how the Suns are playing, I don't think that's possible. It's not impossible to come back and win the series. Of course, the Suns did win the 2 home games. So it's not impossible for them to come back because I know I'm not going to be in the moment. But at the same time, I think it's impossible for them to get a 4-0 sweep. You know what I mean? Like, to win 4 in a row to give me the Nuggets in 6. What is this? What up, Hassan? Just watched a video. The title was Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield. Send that in the Discord. Send that into the reaction things. We'll take a look at it. That's funny. I'm curious what their arguments are, and we can break them down. We'll watch it after the game. We'll watch it later this evening. We're back in it. 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Giannis has it on the block, guarded by Claxton. Pump fake by Giannis, driving the baseline, trying to big body him. And we're going to get a foul on the floor against Claxton. Claxton was standing his ground, trying to really not give anything to Giannis, but unfortunately gets called for the foul. Yeah, the problem is he was leaning in with the body. Oh, bad pass. But I don't think Giannis touched it. It looked like James touched it. So, all right. Mike James touches it, which keeps the ball for the Bucks, and now they're going to take it in from under the basket instead of from the sideline. All right, Drew Holiday, the inbounder, gets it to Giannis on the block. Guarded by a nice pass to Drew on the side, but Drew loses it. KD, good help defense, gets the steal. And, Drew Holiday then steals it back from KD. KD looks a little out of sorts tonight. He doesn't look like, it looks like PJ Tucker might be getting to him a little. I'm sure that KD will snap out of it, but so far in this first quarter, it's not KD's best game. I think he's scoreless. No, he had 2. He does have 1 shot. All right, Middleton for 3. Bang! Middleton puts the Bucks up by 16, and it's 2.5 minutes in the first quarter, and the Nets only have 9 points. Are you serious? It was a YouTube video? Yeah, you copy the link to the YouTube video, Hassan, and post it into the reaction YouTube videos. So, if I went here, I could copy this, then I'd put this here, and then you hit enter, and it'll send it to me. But make that your thing. Oh my God, another 3? You look away for a second, and the Bucks made another 3. They're up by 19 in the first quarter. Middleton getting a pick from Giannis. Middleton, 2-point shot from the free throw line, no good. Rebound Kyrie. Under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. The Nets are in shambles. They can't put anything in the basket. Mike James has it at the top of the key. Guarded by Giannis currently. Claxton coming up to give him a pick. Does. And Portis, the defense. And, terrible shot by Mike James. Uh-oh. Whoa. I think it's Bobby Portis, right? Or Byrne. No. Did I see it? Yeah, Bobby Portis, number 9. And Giannis goes all the way to the basket and won. And he has a chance to put the Bucks up by 22 points in the first quarter. The Nets, one of the best scorers ever in the NBA on their team. They also have Kyrie, who can put the ball in the basket easy. Joe Harris, a good shooter. Blake Griffin can get to the basket. And they're going to be combined for under 10 points in the first quarter so far, and we're getting close to the end of the first quarter. This is unbelievable. Nets are off the amount of buckets they've missed. I know. But at the same time, you got to give the Bucks credit. The Bucks are playing good defense right now. Like Drew Holiday, PJ Tucker, they're all over KD and Kyrie. Like, it's not like another missed free throw by Giannis. Jeez Louise. So it's a 21-point lead. Shamet enters the game for the Nets. Shamet kicks it over to Mike James. Mike James looking for KD on the block. Look at PJ Tucker playing. He's going to get called for the foul. He tried to deny the basketball. PJ Tucker saying he wrapped his arm first. Does he have a point? I don't know. It was tough basketball. I don't know if I would even call a foul there. All right, KD fade away inside, no good. Rebound, Giannis. And it's a minute to go in the first quarter, and the Nets currently have 9 points. And what in the world kind of pass was that? Luckily for him, it was out of bounds off the Nets, him being Drew Holiday. But Drew Holiday was trying to get it inside, but it looked like he was trying to pass it through legitimately 3 Nets players, and it went off one of them. Not the best decision. So Giannis, guarded by Claxton. Giannis driving the baseline, and they're going to get called for... This is legitimately one of the first carries I've seen in the NBA in 10 years. I mean, they actually called carrying in the NBA. Like, legitimately. They just called Giannis for a carry. What in the world? This game is over for the half. We'll see. Montez Sweat enthusiast says Bucks in 7. Really? I don't know. I think you're a little bit of a product of the moment. I don't think he's going to get Bucks in 7. Nah. Nets in 5 is more like it. Nets are just off right now. And James Harden can come back at any moment, too. All right, Mike James gets a pick from Claxton, kicks it over to Shamet. Shamet to... Oh, see? Kevin Durant almost lost that ball. PJ Tucker's really getting into his head a little bit. Turnaround jumper, baseline. There it is, though. All right. Kevin Durant gets a 2-point fadeaway. Drew Holiday brings it up for the Bucks, and he's going to jack up a quick 3 off the side of the rim. No good. Mike James has it now. So it's a 19-point game, about a 7-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. 15 seconds left in the shot clock. Mike James driving, guarded by Kanov, whatever his name is, Pat. I can't ever say his last name. Anyway, Drew Holiday now has it. Bad shot by James, and they're going to hold it for the last shot. 5 seconds. Drew guarded by Joe Harris. Drew looking to drive, and he just loses it. Just terrible. Okay. That is the end of the first quarter. The Nets scored only 11 points in an entire quarter of basketball. Not good enough. They got the best 3 in the league, and they don't even have 10 points for the Nets. I know James Harden is out, but still. I know. They're off right now. They're super off. I mean, as a team, they're shooting 20.8% from the field, or 20% from the field. I don't know what the 20.8 is for, because 5 for 25 is definitely 20%, 1 in 5. But 1 for 9 from 3. So they are off badly. Yeah, and Jarris keeps slandering that our secondary is horrible, which isn't. I mean, are they the best secondary in the league? No. But are they horrible? No. I do think that Chris is overstating it a little bit. They're not going to – they shouldn't be somebody that shuts it down. But at the same time, we were the, top 5 pass defense last year because we slowed the game down, we played back, and we had a worse secondary than we did a year ago. Like, last year, we have a worse secondary than we do this year. This secondary is better. So we should be fine, especially with getting Matt Ioannidis back. We did lose Kerrigan, which hurts, but we still have Sweat. We still have Chase. So our defensive line is going to be straight. We added linebackers. So our defense should be better than it was last year, and I think we got better. Benjamin St. Goat, as Chris calls him, is going to be something. That's what it seems like. Everybody's praising him coming out of camp. Everybody you talk to, or like whenever you pull up a video giving you updates on camp, it's always praising of Benjamin St. Juice, which is good. I hope that Benjamin St. Juice comes up to be the best corner ever. I know Chris likes to compare him to Richard Sherman, that might be a little overstated, as usually Chris does. But at the same time, it could happen, okay? It could happen because he's pretty good. He is. He's got good quickness, good length. I like the potential for him. I do. Heard he's balling. Yeah, everybody's saying he's balling. Everybody says he's balling. Let's do 70. I can do 10 more. All right, 90. So it's 30-11 at the end of the first quarter. Ridiculous. And you know what's crazy? The only people to score for the Bucks right now are Giannis and Middleton. They have 15 points each. The rest of the team is over. And if Giannis knew how to shoot free throws, this game could be 34-11. I am concerned about Fitzpatrick throwing all them interceptions, but I have to remember it's just minicamp, and in like 5 to 7 weeks we're in training camp. I am not worried at all, and this is why. Well, I'm not worried at all because he has picks in training camp. Let me clarify. I do understand that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to throw picks in the game. All right, you know what? Let me come back to this. We're back in. Kyrie Irving. Here we go. Mid-range jumper for Kyrie. All right, Kyrie is on the board. He has now 4 points in this game. So Nets starting off with a make. There you go. Giannis, guarded by Blake Griffin. Giannis attacking the basket. And turnover. I don't know if Blake Griffin got a tip on that or if Bruce Brown just stole it from him. Either way, good defense. Kyrie driving the basket on Middleton. Fadeaway jumper. All right. Kyrie heating up. It's only a 15-point game now. Bucks got to keep the pressure on because the Nets can score 15 points in a blink of an eye. And it's going to be Bruce Brown fouling Middleton on the ground. Bruce Brown not happy about it, saying I didn't touch him. Let's take a look. See if we can get a replay. Nope. Why would the NBA give me a replay? Why would they do that? All right, Middleton gets it inbounds to Giannis. Giannis at the top of the key. 14 seconds on this play clock. Giannis left wide open, and he decides that he's going to pull the three. And no good. Long rebound ends up in Shamit's hands. Shamit, he pulls a transition three and knocks it down. Here come the Nets. Nets starting off this quarter, 7 points unanswered. And it's 30-18 now with 10:47. The Bucks will use a timeout. Tim, AGG had an insane catch in minicamp today. Is there a video of that? Again, posted in the Discord here. Do you know how to do? Hassan, you are in the Discord, right? Yeah, here he is. You don't know how to do this, Hassan? Autismo, you in the chat? If Autismo is in the chat, find the Diami Brown continues to shine. That's good. Bobby McCain had 2 interceptions today. There you go. I didn't see some of these comments. I'm sorry. Sorry, I missed your comments there, Hassan. But just watch the video saying the title was Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield. How? Here. We'll do this. The YouTubes. Fisk Vegas. I don't know anything. Alright. And we do this. So this is how you do it here, Hassan. So, Hassan, if you go here, you come to New York Giants or whatever, and you go to this link here, you copy it, you come over to the YouTube reaction videos, come here, you paste it into that, and then you just hit enter, and then we have it there. And that way I can find it easy to react to it. And And then on Tizmo, try to find the AGG insane catch if possible. Where is the video? I don't know. Oh, there is no video. Okay. No worries, Hassan. No worries. Because I do like to see these things. You know, I want you guys to send me stuff to watch and react to and we can talk about and engage with. And it's fun to do, you know what I mean? Fun things like that. But a good way to do it is sending it to this reaction channel. So we're going to definitely watch. I know that Tizmo wanted me to see the Battlefield trailer. We'll watch that at halftime. And the Buffalo Bills win a Super Bowl in 2021. Can they win it? We'll watch that. And then we'll go into some other stuff afterwards. There's no video. It's a picture, and it's on Washington's Instagram account. Okay, same thing. Send the link here. I don't have Instagram, to be very honest with you. So, Boomer over here. Boomer. But send it in there, and we'll look at it. There's video of it somewhere. We need to see that video, okay? There's film. They have to do film studies. So if somebody has video. We got to watch it. Granted, it won't be good video because it'll be like the eye in the sky video. It won't be close up, game time kind of video. But at the same time, there is video out there. Every practice is recorded. Okay, so 30-18 with 10.5 to go in the first quarter. Nets started off this quarter 7-0. Bucks have the ball, though. Giannis just being... Oh, wait, what? Oh, okay, I was about to say. I was like, they did it again? It looked like the same exact play. All right, Giannis on the block guarded by Blake Griffin. Gets it to Pat. No, Forbes, three-pointer in the corner. Way off. Way too long. And here come the Nets. Only down 12 now. They were down by as much as 21. They're on a 9-0 run. And Kyrie jacks up a three, in and out. Oof. Little heat check there. No good. Drew Holiday. Lopez with a three off the front of the rim. No good. And Shamet the rebound. Bruce Brown has it at the top of the key, getting it to Kyrie. KD's on the bench right now. Blake Griffin, nice pass inside of Kyrie. Kyrie kicks it out to Shamet, and way too strong, and it ends up in Middleton's hands. Fisk is one of the most delusional Giants fans I know, but for some reason I still enjoy his content. All right, fair enough. We'll look at it. Brian Ferbs gets it to Drew Holiday on the block, guarded by Shamet. Good defense by Shamet. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Drew Holiday, spin move, baseline, fade away, jumper is good. Tough shot there by Drew Holiday. Really good defense by Shamet. Nothing you could do there if he's making shots like that. All right. Forbes, ooh, bad foul against Shamet, way outside the three-point line, basically at half court, so don't like too many of those fouls. Great spin move there by Holiday. Holiday wanted a foul, but I don't know. It would have been a little bit of a ticky-tack foul, I think. Either way, it was a good shot. All right, so 9:23 to go in the second quarter. Bucks up by 14. Nets have the ball. Kyrie, the inbounder, gets it into KD. And, PJ Tucker got KD with the body. So that will send KD... No. It was not on the shot, so it'll be another out-of-bounds play. But two quick fouls there by the Bucks. They only had one foul in the first quarter altogether, and they just got two quick ones there. Bruce Brown left wide open. Nobody's respecting his three-point game, and he didn't even think about shooting. Bruce Brown, though, now quick. Nice 1-2 game there by KD and Bruce Brown. You got a give-and-go pass, and Bruce Brown hits the floater. Middleton, step back jumper a little bit past the free throw line. No good. Kyrie the rebound. So 30-20. Kyrie driving. Good pass inside to Brown. Brown gets another layup. Brown keeping the Nets in the game right now with 6 points. All right. Drew Holiday, 32-22. driving, kicks it over to Tucker. Tucker's going to shoot a three, and in and out. Terrible, terrible shooting form. I did not realize how bad P.J. Tucker looks shooting a three-pointer, and he should probably never shoot one again. KD, in and out dribble, gets it around. Nice pass around P.J. Tucker to Bruce Brown. Forbes has it driving, and no, sorry, it was Mike James, and Bruce Brown with another lay-in with 8 points now, bringing the Nets within 8. Drew Holiday inside, tries to get the lay-in, and no, can't knock it down. Blake Griffin the rebound. Mike James, guarded by Middleton, looking to get a pick from Bruce Brown. James, driving now, good pass inside to, guess who? Bruce Brown. They are just giving the center of the court to Bruce Brown, and Bruce Brown is making him pay, and it's all the way back to a 6-point game. Bucks will use another timeout, and yeah, Middleton, great pick and roll game Bruce Brown is doing right now. He is, nice pass there, yep, and then Bruce Brown, tons and tons of layups. This is ridiculous. I feel that Hassan, he's delusional, but I still like him. Nets coming back, that's right. I did say Nets in 5. I know, I said Nets in 5 as well, but I'm worried about a sweep. I mean, the Bucks, even in a game where they were up 30-11 and the end of the first quarter, you just never are comfortable. Like, it's just never it's like, can they just pull one out by the end of it? Because the Nets might sweep them. It's bad. All right, we'll check out his video, though. Actually, no, it is 35. Actually, I don't think that's a good one to do. Oh yeah, let's pull that up real quick, actually, now that I think about it. Let's go ahead and get the brackets up here. No second round series has ended yet, so still way up in the air for what's going to happen here. But I think Mike Triple D is basically out. Yeah, because he had Portland winning the whole thing. That's not going to happen because they're already out. Lakers, and they're out as well. So those two, even though both have more points than me, they will not win the whole thing. The real DRG is reeling. He's reeling right now. He has the Nets losing to the Bucks in 5. I think he may have made a mistake there. But no, the Bucks losing to Utah. He still has Utah winning the whole thing, which could get him something maybe. But not. Nope, never mind. Because if the Nets make it to the championship, I have the Jazz in the championship as well, so that's not good. All right, let's go back. The real DRG. All right, here's Chris. Chris had the Lakers in the semis, but does not have them in the finals. So the Clippers are still in it. Clippers losing to the Nets in 6. So Chris is still in it. DRG's technically still in it. Gilly is out. He has the Lakers winning the whole thing. And Rybo still in it. He has Nets, Sixers, Denver, and Utah. Same Final Four as me, but he's going to have Denver in the finals instead of Utah. So it could be an interesting game. Like, it could come down to something very interesting if the Nuggets make it there. All right, we're back into the game. Here we go. Drew Holiday walking it up. Right now, the Nets are on a 15-2 run. And they're just doing it easily, it looks like. Giannis to Middleton. Middleton, nice pass back to Giannis. Giannis going all the way with his left hand, but they're going to call a foul on Blake Griffin. It was good defense there. I think he got a block, it looked like, because otherwise it was a terrible attempt at a layup. Let's see here. Yep, block. And he looked like he stood straight up. Oh, tough break. Oh, no, never mind. He got him on the arm. Good call. He came down on his own. Who do you got in this series? I got the Nets in 5 as well, just like you. Just like you. Did we not look at my bracket? I must have missed out. And we look at my picks. I have Nets in 5, but I had the Heat here. And then I have Philly in 6, but I had the Knicks. I have Denver in 6, which is probably not going to happen because the Suns already have 2 wins. And then I had Utah in 7 versus the Clippers. Who won game 1 of the Jazz won game 1? Good. I guess they're reviewing this foul to see if it's actually a foul or not. Burger King is coming out with a chicken sandwich. Interesting. Chiking is what they're calling it. The Chiking. All right. Yeah, he got him on the arm. It's definitely a foul. That's a catchy name for a food item. Yeah, the Chiking. The Chiking. So Giannis will go to the free throw line for 2 free throws, but he's been abysmal from the free throw line. He's 1 for 5, including an air ball. So let's see if he can make up for that. Blake Griffin has 3 fouls already with 7.5 to go in the second quarter. All right, Giannis. He does know how to make a free throw. There we go. And he sends a kiss to the rim. Oh, Giannis taking practice free throws ahead of time. Interesting. I don't think that's allowed. Giannis. Second free throw attempt. A lot of bounces. Took way too long, it looked like to me. Oh. They're going to call Middleton for interference on KD. So the free throw attempt doesn't even happen. Middleton takes away attempts from him. Wow, that cost Middleton a point. Or Giannis a point, potentially. And KD, or maybe he saved him the embarrassment. Who knows? And Mike James hits the runner. And we're down to a 5-point ball game with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. Forbes gets it to Holiday. Now picked by Giannis. Nice back pass to Giannis. And Lopez wide open in the corner. Can't get the 3-pointer to go. And Bruce Brown the rebound. Mike James guarded by Forbes. Almost lost it. Should have been a carry or something there because that was bad. Mike James. Oh, nice steal by Lopez. And Forbes comes away with it, but Lopez got a hand in there. And Giannis coming the other way, attacking, lay it, and can't get a foul or a bucket. So, good defense there by Claxton. Oh, nice pass. KD back to Bowen, and a Bowen. Not Bowen. I keep wanting to call him Bruce Bowen. Not Bruce Bowen. It's Bruce Brown. What in the world did I just watch? Bruce Brown almost got a steal from Giannis. Tipping around everywhere. Giannis almost lost it completely. And we're going to get a jump ball. Is it going to be between Lopez and Brown, or is it going to be between Lopez and Claxton? That'll be a big difference because Claxton could potentially win the tip. Brown, I don't think, has much of a chance. Let's see. Brown, man, he is playing strong tonight. He's got 12 points, keeping the Nets in this game. And they're going to give the tip to Claxton. Very fortunate there for the Nets. Lopez and Claxton. Claxton does win it, but P.J. Tucker comes away with it. Middleton, guarded by Bruce Brown. Middleton in the three-point stance. And now Drew Holiday has it. Drew Holiday driving on Brown. Up and down layup. No good. And it's going to be a foul on P.J. Tucker. P.J. Tucker hit KD in the face by accident. He was poking for the ball. It looks like he poked him in the eye. They're going to call a foul there. He just slapped him right in the face. He just legitimately 1, 2. He hit him with both hands. He just smacked him twice in the face. That is hysterical. Mike James to Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant guarded by Pat. Good defense by Pat. And he forces KD to shoot a wild three and no good. Giannis, he will take a three. They just gave it to him wide open, but he cannot knock down a three. Bro, you can't make a free throw. What makes you think you're going to be good at threes? Mike James, guarded by Pat Connaughton. I don't know how to say his last name. I just don't know. I know what it is. Like, I can almost spell it for you, but I don't know how to say it. And, nice pass to Bruce Brown in the corner. Bruce Brown wide open three, and he can't make a three. So Milwaukee will keep their three-point lead, but this is close. After being down by 21, Nets came screaming back. Right now, it has been 7 minutes in this quarter. Nice hustle there by Drew Holiday, and looks like a jump ball between Drew Holiday and Kyrie Irving. But we were talking about how bad the Nets were shooting in the first quarter. They only had 11 points. Currently, we are over 7 minutes into the second quarter, and the Bucks only have 3 points this quarter. Good defense by Bruce Brown to cause the turnover on Giannis there. Good help defense. Comes over and gets the steal. How have the Bucks only scored 3 points this whole quarter? I know. It's terrible. Terrible. But we have a jump ball between Drew Holiday. Oh, no, they're going to give it to Middleton? I thought Drew Holiday was on the ground. I must have been mistaken. So it's going to be Middleton and Kyrie. And Kyrie actually won that tip, and it ends up in KD's hands. Wow, they're going to call a foul on Pat there. The flops are real, dude. The flops are real. KD ran into Pat. Pat was just standing there, and then he just flopped like he got hit, and then they call a foul against Pat. Yeah. The flops are real. I'm back. What's up to Lou, because he's live right now. Louis T, good deal. Louis T always has really good content. He's very detailed. Oh my God, another foul against the Bucks, and that will put the Nets in the bonus. But for now, it's an inbound pass. 4:47 to go in the second quarter. Bucks up 3. Brown to Claxton, back to Brown. Brown to KD on the block, guarded by Middleton. KD swings inside, can't get the fadeaway to go, and nice rebound there by Pat, stealing it out of Bruce Brown's hands. Giannis, guarded by Joe Harris, and Giannis driving, kicks it out to Pat, but he will get a foul called, and because of the pass, it looks like it's going to be an inbound pass. Forbes enters the game for the Bucks. Never count the Nets out. I know. The Bucks have legitimately only scored 3 points this quarter, and we're only 4.5 minutes away from it ending. Drew Holiday, good defense here by the Nets. And turnover! And Forbes is going to get called for the foul, sending KD to the line for 2 shots. Held only 3 for the quarter. I know, it's terrible. Tale of 2 quarters, as they say. Tale of 2 quarters. Milwaukee was up 30-11 at the end of the one, and now the Nets are up 21-3 in the second quarter. You say Kyrie's cutting it up. It's really Bruce Brown that's kept them in this game. KD's first free throw is good. 2-point ball game now. Anyway, how you doing today, Spoiled? Hope you're having a good evening. One more day of the work week. 3 points in a whole quarter is flat out embarrassing. Who are you selling? Yeah, I hear you. The big problem I'm seeing with the Bucks is just the lack of, I don't know, they may end up actually having a lot of threes, but they just don't seem like they have good three-point shooters. PJ Tucker's form is absolutely horrific, terrible. Middleton, he's 3 for 3 from 3. That's good. Lopez is not known for shooting threes. Giannis definitely not known for shooting threes. And Drew Holiday is not a three-point shooter. So it's just lack of three-point shooting, it seems like. It sucks because the thing is you got to put up, when you have a guy like Giannis, you got to put a ton of spot-up shooters around him. Imagine Giannis on the Heat you got Duncan Robinson, you got Tyler Hero, Kendrick Nunn, you got a bunch of good spot-up shooters over there. And instead, he has people like Pat Connaughton or Forbes, Bobby Portis. They don't put... You have a guy that inside, and then you just have a defense that's able to collapse on him, and he has nobody to kick it out to for easy threes. Or put him on, maybe even the Sixers. With Seth Curry, Tobias Harris. There's, better shooters over there as well. Obviously, Ben Simmons is not a good one, but still. So he's not great with a Ben Simmons kind of character. But that's why I say put Dame Lillard and Giannis Antetokounmpo on the same team, and that's dangerous. Nice shot there by Kyrie, and it keeps it a 2-point game. So it's 35-33, 3:45 to go in the second quarter. And it's going to be a foul against Joe Harris. Defensive foul. Middleton was trying to drive the baseline. Joe Harris denied him and gets called for the foul. Did you get your COVID shot, Tim? No, I have not. I've been way too busy. As I said, I went to go get it the one time. I had time that weekend, and I went to go get it, and they were closed. So it is what it is. Bobby Portis inside, and he's going to draw an and one. All right, so we get a little bit of scoring here now, finally, for the Bucks, and this could put them up to 8 points for the quarter. Got my first shot 5 days ago, getting my second shot on the 21st. Well, just be ready to be out for a day or two. Apparently, it gets you pretty sick, but it's better than the alternative. Celeste, what's up, Celeste? How you doing? Giannis on the Blazers would be amazing. Yeah, if Giannis went to the Blazers or if Lillard went to the Bucks, either one. But yeah, I think the point is, though, is combining the range of Damian Lillard and the inside presence of Giannis, I think would be awesome. That pick and roll game would be nasty. Portis to Pat Connaughton. Nice pass inside to Bobby Portis, and Bobby Portis slams it home. All right, they're up to 9 points for the quarter. Here we go. So it's 39-35 right now, under 3 minutes to go. Kyrie driving and tried to pass it, and Pat got a hand on it, but it ends back up in Kyrie's hands. Nice kick out to Joe Harris, 3, no good, but long rebound ends up in Bruce Brown's hands. Bruce Brown, alley-oop to Claxton, and he gets it. 39-37. Drew Holiday driving, gets it to Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis, he shoots a 2, no good, but he ends up with his own rebound. Nice tip there by Middleton. Drew Holiday in the corner. He jacks up a 3 and knocks it down over Claxton. Milwaukee. There we go. Now they have 12 points in the quarter, so that's more than the Nets can say they had in the first quarter. So here we go. They're heating up a little bit here late down the stretch. KD driving, and nice defense by Forbes. Pokes it away from a driving KD. They're playing good defense on KD tonight. Seriously. KD, how many points does he have tonight? 5, 2 for 10 shooting. They're really doing well. And Middleton drives the lane, gets the left-handed layup, and now the Bucks are back up by 7. KD guarded by Middleton right now, getting a pick from Claxton. And, it's going to be a defensive foul by Middleton. KD tried to put the ball in the air for a shot, but it will not count as a shot. But either way, they're in the bonus, so he will go to the line for 2 free throws, down 7 with 1:48 to go in the second quarter. Got my first shot and had no side effects? Yes, the first shot is not supposed to give you side effects, really. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it. I don't know if it's like a lower dose or your body's kind of just getting used to it or whatever. I don't know. And that may have been the science. Oh, sorry. My wife texted me, and the first thing she said, the first word in there is Pop is, and Pop's her grandfather, and her grandfather's pretty old, and I know he just had heart surgery recently, so I thought she was about to text me with some really bad news. But no, we're good. We're good. False alarm. It's just apparently she wanted to tell me how old he is. He's apparently 83 or 85, so she still doesn't know how old he is, but she just wanted to text me that. Anyway, but yes, the first shot is not going to give you a bunch of side effects, they say. It's the second shot that really puts a hurting on you. And that might be the case. They may give you a low dose the first shot just to introduce your body to it. And then the second shot is where they really give you the high dosage to make sure that you get those antibodies. And actually getting sick after the vaccine is usually a good thing because it means your body's reacting to it. So hold on one second. Here we go. We got transition Giannis with 1:15 to go in the second quarter. Giannis on the block, guarded by Claxton. Giannis attacking, backing him down like he's Shaq, and then fadeaway jumper, no good. Can't get the 5-footer to go. KD, guarded by Drew Holiday. He has to swing it out to Harris, and, okay, no call. I thought they were about to call a foul on Giannis. It was good defense, honestly. KD has it, 10 seconds on the shot clock, gets over to Joe Harris. Joe Harris, 3, bang! And we're back to a 2-point ball game. 44-42. All right. Drew Holiday sets a pick on Kyrie. Middleton guarded by Shamet now. 38 seconds to go in the second quarter. Yeah, and Middleton will draw the foul. Try to do a baseline runner. Couldn't get it to go, but Middleton will go to the line for 2 shots. The foul will be on Shamet. It's a different situation for everyone when they get their shots. Different side effects occur or no side effects occur. Second shot, I'm getting prepared. Yeah, as I said, I think that might be the case. And as I was going to say, that makes sense. I think I'm still talking about that now that I forgot. You watching video during halftime? Yes. I'm going to watch 2 videos. I'm going to watch the Battlefield trailer because Autismo wants me to. And then we're going to watch this one here. Can Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl in 2021 deep dive? So we'll take a look at what kind of things, what they're talking about over there. All right, so it's 42-45. Middleton only made 1 of 2 free throws. And the Nets could come away with a tied game at halftime. Let's see. Kyrie has it, guarded by Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday guarding him tough, not giving him any room to roam. Claxton's going to come set a pick. Kyrie tried to pass it to Claxton, and it's going to be out of bounds off the Bucks. So good defense there to poke it away. So we have 5 seconds on the shot clock, 18 and a half seconds in the quarter. I was talking about the Daniel Jones Baker Mayfield. No, we'll watch that after the game. I don't know. How many people are here? We got 7 people. You guys tell me. At halftime, do you guys want me to watch Can the Bills win the Super Bowl deep dive or the Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield? You guys tell me. Which one are you guys more interested in watching with me to get my reaction to? I'll leave it up to you guys. If more people want to watch the Baker Mayfield one, then we will. All right, KD with 5 seconds on the shot clock gets it, and it's going to be poked away. And I don't know what just happened, but the Bucks end up with the ball with 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Drew Holiday, spin move, driving the lane, kicks it out to Middleton in the corner, 3-pointer, and in and out, no good. And that will be the end of halftime, 45-42. Middleton has 20 points. Giannis has 16. Drew Holiday has 5. And then Portis has 4 points off the bench. So, Asan says Daniel Jones, Baker Mayfield won. Alex Knoll says Bills. I'm going to let people well, Yuki ain't here, so I want to see the Fisk Vegas video. Fair enough. Good point. Yuki is the one that posted, and Yuki ain't here. So why are we watching his video? So there we go. All right, well, we got 2-1. Autismo, you wanted to watch this one, though. You are here. Let's watch this for a second. Hopefully it's not too long. And here we go. So the Battlefield, I only played a little bit of Battlefield back in the day. Jeez, 5 minutes long? Seems like a long trailer. Does he have a shoot? Can he pull a shoot? Yeah, he does have a shoot. Okay. Is he gonna pull a shoot or not? Oh, he has the squirrel things to make you fly. Okay. So we're in like a downtown. I thought that was the person for a half second. Dog machine. A lot going on. Now we're in close quarters, okay. That's the thing about Battlefield, is like there's so many people on, like it's usually like 20 by 20s or whatever, 30 by 30 sometimes. It's like a big game. Why don't you shoot back? They just get mowed down without taking one shot. Yeah, 64 players. Stole his dog tag. And their maps are huge. Let's pull this up on this side. People seem to see the map. Movement with those helicopters. Ooh. Made them run into each other, huh? Glad you find it interesting. Who's winning, the Suns or Clippers? They don't start until later. But the, wait. No, it's Jazz versus Clippers, and they don't start until later. Also, Tim, it will be a Renedezuk. I don't know what that means. Killed everything, yeah. Imagine you being a helicopter being taken out by a four-wheeler. Just imagine. The pilot flies out and shoots the launcher. Another jet. Is this it? Oh, is this what you're talking about? Uh-oh. He ejects. There's the launcher. Ooh, clean. But does he have a shoot? No shot. No shot. And they say he gets back in. Which is popular skill tactic in the older BF. I gotcha. Yeah, but then they say he doesn't have a shoot. They say he gets back in. A tornado? What does that the tornado do? What does that have to do with the battlefield? Unless they say that, like... Yeah, that's not how tornadoes work. Well, maybe, I don't know. That's not how tornadoes work. I can tell you that right now. You're not flying around in a tornado. That's a funny idea, though. That's a cool idea. Well, that was a well-done trailer, I have to admit. That was pretty cool. Also, the new Beat Battlefield game will have dynamic weather like tornadoes, storms, etc. That's what it says. That's interesting. Could you imagine? Oh, God, I'd be so upset. Could you imagine running around trying to shoot people, and then a tornado just picks you up and kills you? I'd be so mad. All right, let's see his arguments here. I'm going to put it on like 1.5 speed though.
Niggas get killed in one night. I ain't saying don't come, just saying come right. Just on the face, at least on the dome. So it's better results when you do it alone. I'm just thinking about making it home. Ain't got your friends.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead and hit
Fisk
that
Vegas,
like button.
the hardest voice of
Fisk, you know why
sports.
you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't
Y'all
with
know.
it, you best
Y'all
get
know
with
what time it is.
it. Now let's rock.
It's time for Dumb Takes Thursdays. Dumb Take Thursdays. That's what it's time for.
Listen,
Daniel Jones
hit
is
that
better
sub
than
button.
Baker Mayfield.
You feel me? We almost at 4K, trying to get to 5K by week 1. Hit that sub button,
Congratulations.
join this
That is
Fisk
cool.
Unit
I'll
Army,
subscribe.
and walk side
Good
by
for you.
side with me as I take everybody to war this football season. You understand?
You
Also,
understand?
if you have an iPhone, if you're on iTunes, hell, create an Apple account even if you don't got a damn iPhone. And go and leave my podcast, Fisk Vegas Bulletproof Giants, a good review. I'm doing a giveaway. I'm picking a couple of y'all. I'm giving y'all something special. So if you want to be a part of the giveaway, go on iTunes and leave the Bulletproof Giants podcast a good rating and review. Also, I already know somebody who's getting a little bit of something when the giveaway's over because he left all 3 of my podcasts a good review. So if you definitely want to get something, I suggest you go check out the other podcasts as well. But with that being said, let's talk about Baker Mayfield versus Daniel Jones. You see, the Giants are going to be having joint practices with the Patriots, which I already reported on. The only Giants YouTuber who be bringing out this shit. I gave y'all the Saquon news first. I gave y'all the New England Patriot practice news first. Holla at your boy. Gave you the Galladay news that he was coming to us back in the end of December.
So I feel like we have the Giants version of Chris right here. Is that what we have? Is this the Giants version of Chris? You know, you gotta be here for the best stuff.
Early January, I'm here for y'all.
He's
That's
always
why they
right.
call me Morpheus Fisk. I hand out red pills, I hand out blue pills. You want to take
Morpheus
the blue pill,
Fisk.
go back to your sad
Okay,
reality
that's-
and believe what they tell you
I'm
on
sure
TV.
that's what
God
everybody
bless.
calls you.
If you want to take this red Fisk unit pill and join me on this journey to the truth, I'm right here for you. Now, right
go.
now, I'm offering everybody in Cleveland the pimple on this beautiful American face. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are acne. Y'all are a scar, a birthmark. Y'all are a bruise. You make America look ugly. I hate Cleveland. I'm going to give you this red pill. Understand something. Your boy is Alex Smith 2.0. The only difference between Alex Smith and Baker Mayfield is Baker has swagger. I won't take
The only difference between Baker Mayfield and Alex Smith is Baker has swagger. No. Just no. 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 They're just not. Okay? They're just not. Baker Mayfield has a way stronger arm. All right? Alex Smith has good mobility. That's fine. And so does Baker. So they both have similar mobility. But Baker Mayfield's a gunslinger. Alex Smith is check down Charlie. Baker Mayfield wants to throw it downfield every single play if he can. Where Alex Smith hates to throw it downfield. It seems like they're not. They're just no.
take that from him. He's got moxie. He's got spunk. He's got swagger. He's got it. Whatever you want to call it, he has it. I'm cool with that. But that don't make him good. The guy's a glorified game manager. You see, the difference between Baker and Daniel Jones is
So the game manager take is interesting this year because they were able to rely on that great running game, right? So I understand where he's kind of going with that sense because, yes, Baker Mayfield was put into more of a chill role. But guess who also was put into a more game manager role this year? And last year. Actually, not this year. This year he had a great year. It was last year when they were 13-3, and that was Aaron Rodgers. Okay? Just because you have a year of a game manager role because that's how your team is set up, but it's just not it. Tim going Hollywood on me. Let's see.
People like to forget Daniel Jones' rookie season. We saw the upside. You saw what DJ can do when the offense is clicking. 5 touchdown games, 4 touchdown games. Threw a touchdown every game of his rookie year. Not a game went by DJ didn't throw a touchdown. You saw the lasers.
Not a game went by and DJ didn't fumble the ball. Not a game went by and DJ didn't throw an interception. Not a game went by and he lost the game. No, I'm just kidding.
Freaking Kevin Smith. You saw the lasers he was throwing. The first touchdown that the New England Patriots gave up in 2019 was a dart from Daniel Jones to Golden Tate. He's amazing. He's electric. He's immaculate. He's special.
And he had snipers in the bushes when he was running for that 75-yard touchdown, and he just got tripped up by toe hair or something. I don't know. I think his toe hairs got too long, and then one foot stepped on the other toe hair, and then he tripped up. Okay, he's electric.
Baker, on the other hand, is not that good. If they're not under center, if they're not calling play action bootlegs, he can't move the damn ball. And that's a fact. We all know it. Browns fans know it. You know why he doesn't look good with Odell? You know why he doesn't click with Odell? Just look at Odell's most recent injury. The last injury Odell suffered was an underthrow by Baker Mayfield. And Odell had to go catch the corner and top it from pick 6. Odell got hurt on an interception return because Baker can't throw a good deep ball. That's why Odell got hurt. When you compare Daniel Jones, you compare Baker Mayfield, it's not close. DJ's arm, 10 times better. DJ, size, 10 times better. You really want to look in the mirror? My guy's built like Cam Newton. He got more muscle than Cam Newton. If you stand the...
What are these takes?
Poor Daniel Jones next to Cam Newton. The guy Daniel Jones looks like he works out.
Like, what are these takes? Oh, God. Do we have one? This is Cam Newton. Can we get a better one? And this is Daniel Jones. This is Cam Newton. This is Daniel Jones. I mean, look at the flabbiness. I mean, he's thin. I'm not saying he's fat, but this is Daniel Jones. Here's Cam. I mean, are we living on the same planet right now, Fisk? Are we living on the same planet?
With freaking Weiss and Beerus in the offseason. He out there training, he out there mowing lawns and freaking moving boulders with his finger with Goku and Vegeta on Beerus and Weiss planet. That's what he doing. And guess what?
Breaking out
my guy can turn sugar into shit. Yours can't. We all saw Baker his second.
Hold on, wait. What did you just say? My guy can turn sugar into shit? Let me slow that one down. Hold on.
Moving boulders with his finger with Goku and Vegeta on Beerus and Weiss planet. That's what he doing. And guess what? My guy can turn sugar into shit. Yours can't.
I agree. Yes, he turns sugar, Saquon Barkley, Golden Tate, Evan Ingram. He turns all of them sugar into shit. I agree, Fisk.
We're
on the same
Baker
page.
His second year. You know the difference between Baker in his second year and Danny in his second year? Baker in his second year went into a tank. He went into a shell. Remember the Denver game when he came in with a beard and left clean shaven? How you shave at halftime? Daniel Jones, with nothing around him, literally damn near won the division last year. He damn near won the division. Daniel Jones went out there and
Yes, Daniel Jones couldn't beat the division where everyone had a losing record. So good, so great, so amazing, incredible. I just want to. Oh my God, he's just amazing.
turned nothing into something. He didn't have Odell. He didn't have Jarvis. He don't got Nick Chubb and freaking Kareem Hunt. He don't got Pro Bowlers on his offensive line. Daniel Jones went out there and got W's with nothing around him. The difference between Daniel Jones' second
He got 6 W's. Baker got 11.
year and Baker Mayfield's second year,
Or maybe
Baker
12, I don't
actually
remember.
regressed
11.
his second
I'm gonna
year.
say 11.
Daniel Jones took strides forward, leaps and bounds forward. See, what you don't understand is in order to appreciate having something, you have to go without. If Daniel Jones can perform the way he did with nothing around him, imagine what he's going to do when Galladay's out there and Kadarius Toney's out there and Saquon's back. Need I remind you, y'all love to tell me how good Washington's defense is. Why did Daniel Jones beat him twice? Y'all love to tell me.
Why? Because it had nothing to do with the defense. Literally, Kyle Allen threw a pick 6 to win the second one. Or first one. You won the first one because Kyle Allen threw a pick 6. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness.
How good the Dallas Cowboys were down the stretch. Why did Daniel Jones beat them on a bad hamstring and a bad ankle? Y'all love to freaking sit here and tell me that the Eagles own us. We own the Giants. The Giants never beat the Eagles. Tell that to Daniel Jones on that 30-yard touchdown run when he hit the safety with the ooh-wee juke.
Oh, are we going to talk about the 30-yard run or the 75-yard run where he didn't
make it make sense? My guy in his second year didn't regress. He just didn't have Odell and Jarvis Landry and Hooper and all this other shit that Baker Mayfield has. So when I think of Baker Mayfield versus Daniel Jones going forward, it's not even a question. My guy's just better. Giants fans, as much as I hate Daniel Jones, what do you think our record would have been if we had Jarvis, Odell, Kareem Hunt, and Nick Chubb on last year's team? Giants fans, keep it 100. What do you think our record would have been? I know, let's just really call a spade here. And another thing, my guy has class, Baker. This guy Baker had the balls to say, why would the Giants draft a loser? Why are you calling another quarterback who gets drafted in the top 6 a loser? He called Daniel Jones a loser last year. Y'all remember that? I thought only winners are supposed to get taken in the first round when he saw Daniel Jones get picked. Giants fans ain't forget that. Daniel Jones didn't forget that. And I can't wait to hear reports out of camp talking about how Daniel Jones looks better than Baker Mayfield. Baker, answer this question. Cleveland Browns fans, the peasants that you are, answer this question. Why Lamar about to get a bag? Why Josh Allen about to get a bag? Baker Mayfield's going to have to play on his 5th-year option. You didn't hear the GM come out and say that he needs to see more from Baker. If Baker was so great, shouldn't he be getting ready for the Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson bag? Is anybody ever stopped to think, damn, despite going to the playoffs and losing to a backup quarterback, your boy couldn't beat, I forget his name, damn it. I don't even know who he lost to. That makes it even worse. I forget who the hell he lost to. He couldn't even beat the backup in Kansas City. And you wonder why they don't want to give him a long-term deal, right? So everybody's talking about how Daniel Jones has to show up and show out. Baker is the one who has to show up and show out. My guy threw 10 touchdowns last year, and he can't go nowhere but up. Your guy has to go to a Super Bowl. He has to win 13, 14, 15 games. He has to prove he's a franchise quarterback. Let's see if he can handle the pressure. You smell me? But I ain't got nothing else to say. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with.
Well, that's that. Okay. All I know from that video is Daniel Jones is bigger, stronger than Cam Newton. I mean, that's the only takeaway you need. That's the only takeaway you need. And KD putting a ball into the basket for the Nets. It's 51-48. Missed a couple of minutes there watching that nonsense, but it was fun. Thank you for sharing it. That's good stuff. I like that stuff. Giannis, turnaround jumper, no good. And KD gets the rebound. All right, guarded by PJ Tucker. Going to drive the baseline is KD. KD shoots a short little jumper, no good. And KD is off tonight. But even with KD being off, he's 4 for 14. That's only a 3-point ball game. Drew Holiday kicks it over to Lopez. Back to Drew. Drew driving. Behind the back. Gets to Giannis inside. And Giannis slams it home over KD and Blake. Both of them didn't see it coming. It wasn't a crazy, he didn't posterize him. But I'm saying, they were both there, and they didn't even see him coming, and he slams it home. Kick out to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin pump fakes. Gets it to Joe Harris. Joe Harris, guarded by Giannis now. Joe driving. Doesn't like it. Kicks it back out. Blake has it. He's going to have to shoot it. Nope, he gets it to Kyrie. Kyrie's going to have to shoot it. 2, 1, step back 3. Bang! With no time on the shot clock. Beautiful stuff by Kyrie. All right. Drew Holiday, he's going to take a 3 of his own. In and out, no good. And Joe Harris the rebound. 2-point game. The Nets could take their first lead. And KD, short little jumper. Way short. No good. 53-51. So they cannot get over the hump yet. Chris Middleton getting a pick. And Joe Harris will get called for the foul. But not on the shot. It'll be an inbound pass coming up. Tim, I posted a comment in that video. Oh, shoot, I exited out of it. Hold on, I might have it still saved. Where are the comments? Is it all the way down still? No. Am I stupid? Does anybody else see that? Oh, there they are. Okay, here we go. Where's the sun? There's a sun. Fisk wins the next video. Daniel Jones is better than Mahomes. I like that one. That's good. All right, Giannis inside. Spin move. Does get the lay-in. So it's 55-51. Kyrie, guarded by Drew, gets it over to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin looking for KD. Does get it to KD. Sets a pick on him. And KD's going to jack up a 3. And it rattles home. 55-54. And the Bucks will use a timeout. And it's a 1-point ball game with 7:04 to go in the third quarter. Kyle Long got injured. Yeah, Baker is going to get a bag when Allen and Lamar gets paid. Yeah, it's expert. I know you're a Browns fan, but that was just ridiculous. That Fisk made a mistake. Daniel Jones is clearly not better than Baker. Has Danny Fumbles won a playoff game? Has he been to the playoffs? No. Has Daniel Jones won more than 6 games? No. Has Daniel Jones done anything in his career that's impressive? No. Shake and Bake has done all those things. Well, there you go. And look at this. People are freaking commenting on you. Jones has 8 wins. Six, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. 6, 4, 5. Did he win a playoff game? Yeah, they beat the Steelers. What do you mean? Oh, he's talking about. He was responding to him. Okay, never mind. Giants haven't been to a playoff game since they won the Super Bowl. Correct. We've been to the playoffs in 2016. Oh, okay. That is incorrect, apparently. I don't remember now. Did they go in 2016? Sure. I'll agree. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, the boat trip. Oh, yeah, the boat trip. Okay, there you go. No doubt we didn't have a real coach, if you catch my drift, but a playoff is a playoff. Just a fact. Okay, cool. But not with Daniel Jones, so it's kind of irrelevant. Once again, Washington fans wishing and using QBs not on their team to compare to their father. It's okay, Washington. This is the closest you'll get to beating Daniel Jones and the closest to a real QB. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hold up. But what he said wasn't wrong, though. What makes him better than Daniel Jones? I'm confused by these comments. The fact the son above is co-signing Baker to ignore the fact y'all haven't beat us yet. I'm not pointing out the fact that Washington fans are using him to bash DJ because you haven't had his numbers, but use a guy from a statistical standpoint to say he's better. P.S. Last I checked, he never lost to Baker. That was Colt McCoy who lost to him. But I still stand on the point, it's the closest you Washington fans will get to beating Daniel Jones at anything in a QB that can last more than 3 to 4 years and extend his original contract. Daniel Jones has to extend his original contract. He hasn't even done that yet. Since Baker didn't go to the playoffs his second year in the NFL? What? I don't understand these comments. I'm done. I don't understand it. He's referring to what I said. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. That wasn't even English. What I just read wasn't English, okay? Like, seriously. That was weird. Ooh, nice. All right, here we go. Lopez knocks it out of bounds. Nets keep the ball. So it's 16 seconds on the third quarter. Do you like using the Mac 10 in COD? Yeah, I like the Mac 10. I don't use it that often, but I like the Mac 10. The Mac 10's good. Next time I play, I can bust it out. I like the Mac 10. It's a good gun. All right, Kyrie, he's going to jack up a three, and off the front of the rim, no good. Nets still cannot surpass the Bucks in points. Oh, bad pass. Stolen by the Nets. Here we go. Can they take it now? Kicks it over to Bruce, and they're going to get a foul called on the pass. So that'll be an inbound pass for the Nets. What are they saying here?
The rules are the rules. You're doing me a disservice if you're allowing him to take 13 seconds to shoot a free throw.
And again, I'm sure this wasn't the first one. So call it if it's going to.
So it was a violation on Giannis on that free throw. I thought it was on Middleton, but gotcha. He did take way too long. That was ridiculous. Harris driving up and under, blocked by Lopez, saved by Drew. All right, here we go. PJ Tucker to Middleton. He's going to pull a three, and no good. Out of bounds off the Nets, so the Bucks will keep the ball with 14 seconds on the shot clock. I like the psh. I don't know. I'm not a fan of the PPSH. I'm not, actually. That one, I don't know. You know what? I haven't used like a souped up one, though. I just like the recoil better on the Mac 10, to be honest. Even though neither of them are really good, but the psh is, like, the recoil is insane. Nice save by Lopez. And the Bucks get another offensive rebound. Giannis, he's going to pull up a mid-range jumper. Yes, sir. And it's 57-54 now. 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Giants won 6 games this year and won 4 games last year when Daniel Jones won 8 games. I guess he's talking about combined 8 games, I guess. Whatever. And I don't even think that's true, to be honest. Is that? Because he's beat us 4 times, but I don't think he has 4 wins outside of that. Oh, my God. Great save by Bruce Brown. Long rebound, and it gives the Nets the ball. Ooh, Middleton tried to go dive on the ground to steal it, but didn't have it. Now KD is going to shoot a three. Yes! And there it is. The Nets have tied up the ball game. 57 apiece. See what the Bucks can do. So it's under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. KD has 10 points in this quarter. Uh-oh, Lopez wide open in the corner. Yes. All right. Bucks answer with a three-pointer of their own, so it's 60-57. Bruce Brown left wide open on the three-point line. Doesn't want to take it, though. Bruce Brown, nobody's guarding him. That's just ridiculous. All right. Bruce Brown sets a pick for KD, and PJ Tucker is going to get called for the foul. Oh, we're about to get some technicals. No technicals called yet? KD said something that ticked PJ Tucker off, and PJ Tucker then went into KD's face, jawing back and forth. KD stepped away, then went back into it. The refs separated them, but nobody, I don't think I've heard any technical foul called yet. Yeah, definitely a good foul called. KD was the one that came at PJ Tucker. Oh, nah. Oh, nah. KD would get his butt beat. That skinny beanpole would have no shot against PJ Tucker. No shot. Let's see. I hope y'all get Sam Howell. I don't know. I have to look into Sam Howell. For some reason, I'm my instincts are saying no to Sam Howell, but that is completely without ever watching him. There's something about, I don't know, UNC quarterback. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling. I really don't. I don't understand it. I don't know where it's coming from, but I don't like it. So we'll see. KD probably said, no, go buy some shoes to PJ because that's the only thing he does. All right, so it's 60-59. Bucks have it. Bucks driving. Middleton, he shoots a short little floater. Got it. All right, so the Bucks back up by 3. Have you seen his sneaker collection, PJ? No, I did not. I have never seen his sneaker collection. The only thing I know about PJ is that he played at Houston before this. Other than that, I know nothing about PJ Tucker. Middleton, nice behind the back, step back 2, off the side of the rim, no good. And Blake Griffin the rebound. Mike James walking it up for the Nets. 3.5 to go in the third quarter. In and out dribble by the James, gets the baseline. Oh, nice pass inside to Kyrie, and Kyrie hangs in the air and gets the 2-point lay-in. 62-61 with just over 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Drew Holiday. Guarded by Kyrie. Drew gets a pick from Middleton. Nice pass to Giannis. Giannis. Oh, good defense by KD, but Giannis gets the ball back. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Blake. Giannis. Pump fake. 2-point fade away. No good. KD the rebound. Good defense by Blake Griffin. You think Watson going to the Broncos? I want Drew Lock if that's the case, but probably not. I don't know. I don't think he'll end up in the Broncos. I really don't. But we'll see. Drew Holiday in and out dribble, gets the shooter's roll, and gets the 2-point bucket. 64-61, 2.5 to go, and it looks like the Nets will use one of their timeouts. Fisk just posted a video saying the Titans are trash. He just says things, huh? Is that the idea? He just likes to talk. That's his channel. Yeah, how you have to argue with people like that is like you gotta say like, you know, oh, Daniel Jones would have way more wins if he had what Baker Mayfield has, and then you just like, well, how many wins does he have? How many wins does he have? Oh, he only has 8 in his career. Never won more than 6 in a season. Okay. Oh, but that's because of this. No. How many turnovers does he have? Oh yeah. Okay. How many fumbles? I forgot. How many fumbles does he have? How many times has he thrown an interception to lose the game? Oh yeah. Okay. You know, you just gotta like say random stuff like that because I mean, nothing else is registering. I mean, if you honestly think that Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield, I just don't know what to talk to you about. I mean, is it possible that he could be maybe one day? I mean, can he grow and not have as many turnovers? Sure. You know, and he does have better size. He doesn't have a better arm. That's insane. That's just not even in this reality. But, you know, could he maybe eventually, and then Baker Mayfield regresses and doesn't have a good years and blah, blah, blah. Who knows? Maybe, but it's just like today, there's no argument that Daniel Jones is better than Baker Mayfield. It's not in reality. Tim, what if Fisk puts you in his firing range video? I don't know what firing range is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a firing range video is. But, I mean, that'd be cool. I don't care. I mean, if he has arguments like that, I'm not really worried. He's going to talk about when my voice gets high pitch, my big nose, and my posture. And the fact that I'm a Washington fan and Washington sucks. That's what he'd say. There you go. And maybe that I'm trash at COD. I would love to see Fisk and Chris go into a debate. Oh, gosh. And he will talk about your YouTube channel. I mean, I don't know what he's going to say about the YouTube channel. I guess because I'm smaller than him, maybe. But whatever. I mean, a lot of my videos do well. So it's not like he can say that, like, you know. It's not like I'm, what's his name? Crap, what the heck is that guy's name? The Juice Alert, who has 3,000 subs and gets, 30 views. Just kidding, Juice. Just kidding. Just kidding. It's fine. All right, here we go. Nets bringing the ball up the court. Mike James gets a pick from KD. Mike James driving, kicks it out to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin pump fakes, driving the lane, and tries to go for a jam, but good block there by Lopez. Good defense by Lopez on that one. And Bucks coming the other way. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Drew Holiday. Oh, nice poke away by Kyrie, but no, they're going to get a foul called, and the Bucks will take it out of bounds. All right. Drew Holiday, guarded by Claxton, driving the lane, left hand, no good. Good help defense there by KD. But hold up. Wow, they're going to call a foul against Drew Holiday on that loose ball. They both went after it. They both have a thing about, like, they both did the same thing. Neither one had it. It was a loose ball. Okay. Not a good call there. Not a good call. Both teams are the bonus here. Under 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Mike James walking it up court. Gets a pick from KD. Now he brings it back out. Didn't like the drive. Wow, KD drawing the fouls right now. KD is such a beanpole. You just whistle his direction and he falls over. And then you get a foul called. So KD was going to the line for 2 shots, makes the first one. Who is Fisk? Fisk Vegas is a Giants YouTuber. Giants YouTuber. And he just made a video saying that Daniel Jones is better than Shake and Bake. So, and we just went over it. And it was not the greatest takes you've ever heard. Oh, no. Bucks miss a layup. Nets have the rebound, so now they have a chance to take their first lead of the game. KD driving, kicks it over to Bruce Brown, and Bruce Brown does knock down a short jumper, and that is their first lead of the night, 65-64 with under a minute to go in the third quarter. Middleton guarded by Brown. Looking to get a pick from Lopez. Does. Middleton stop and pop, and he's going to get a foul called against Bruce Brown, and he will go to the line for 3 shots. Brown can't believe it. Let's take a look here. Ooh. Middleton, he kind of jumped forward and then acted like he didn't have a place to land on his shot. Oh, they might get called for a flagrant, because they have implemented that rule that if you put your foot underneath a landing person to protect people's ankles, they made that a flagrant foul. Interesting. I want to collab with street scores. Oh, that'd be fun. I could see Jarris and Fisk's firing range videos. I have no clue who that is or what that is. So this is just a video that he just like trashes another YouTuber? Listening to Fisk Vegas, I would give a little bit more credence to Lord Brunson so far. I don't know. Like, my first experience with Fisk Vegas does not sound like a Lord Brunson to me. Lord Brunson talking about the Eagles defensive line was bold. You know, it was definitely like, all right, that was probably not the, probably not right, but who knows? He talks crap about another YouTuber who he beefs or whatever he hates. Interesting. Interesting. Well, if I ever make one of those, you know I made it, right? I'm on other people's radars. All right, here we go. Chris Middleton. First free throw is good. So we have a tie ball game now. Second free throw is good. 66-55 now. Bucks on top. And makes the third. So he makes all 3 free throws. So it's 67-65. Bucks on top. What the world is this? KD walking it up for the Nets. All right, Shamet sets a pick for him. Now he gets it to Shamet. Shamet drives and blocked by Lopez. And good defense. Great defense. 24-second violation called against the Nets. Giannis's brother blocks Mike James' 20-foot jumper to cause the 24-second violation, and that will give the Bucks the ball with a 2-point lead. There is 22 seconds left, so they'll hold it for the last shot. Giannis's brother is fired up after that. All right, here we go. Middleton holding it for the last shot, guarded by KD. We're going to get a pick from Giannis. Gets one, Middleton. Guarded by Claxton now. 5 seconds on the game clock. Kicks it over to, oh, no. Uh-oh. KD's 3/4 of the way shot. No good. Yes, it was a bad pass by Middleton trying to get it to Giannis. Giannis couldn't handle it and ends up being a turnover, but doesn't cost any points. So that's twice now the Bucks had a chance at a last shot opportunity and gets a turnover instead of having a shot attempt. So we're going into the fourth quarter with one great game right now. 67-65. Terrible offensively for both teams. 67 points in 3 quarters is not very good, only averaging a little over 22 points a game, or 22 points a quarter. And tough break so far. But both teams are struggling. Both teams are also playing really good defense. You know, Bucks are playing the KD really strong tonight. KD struggling. 6 for 19, only 19 points on 19 shots. So not good enough. He's 5 for 6 from the free throw line. And then, yeah, the Bucks just don't have good three-point shooters. They're 5 for 23 from 3 right now. Somehow worse than the Nets. It's tough. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. right, I'm back. Here we go. Kyrie misses a layup. Body Portis the rebound. So we got 74-70. Bucks on top. Drew Holiday kicks it out to a wide open Pat. And Pat, woof, air balls. Yikes almighty. Not very good. Come on, Pat. See, this is what I'm talking about. You got to get Giannis some spot-up shooters, bro. Like, he has no shooters. Fear the deer. So it's 9:29 to go in the game. Giannis right now has 31 points. Finally made a three. Giannis on the block, guarded by Claxton. Driving to the middle. Now he looks like he's about to spin back to the baseline. Yep, fadeaway jumper off the backboard. No good. And Claxton the rebound. Good defense there. Giannis wanted a foul. Didn't get it. KD guarded by PJ Tucker at the top of the key. Looking to get a pick from Claxton. Sure does. And now he's driving on Portis. Now he shoots a mid-range jumper. No good. And Middleton the rebound. Middleton guarded by Harris. Goes to the middle. And, ooh, bad turnover. Giannis couldn't handle the pass. Man, this sucks for the Bucks. You know, like, I mean, I picked the Nets in 5, so if the Nets end up winning in 4, I'm not upset about it. But it's just like, the Bucks are out of sorts, man. They're just not, they don't look good. They're the third seed. It's just, I don't know how they are, to be honest, because it's like they don't have any good shooters. Oh, moving pick violation on Claxton. Turnover right back from the Nets gives the Bucks the ball back with 8:43 to go. Yeah, oh yeah, good call. Clearly a moving pick violation. Shoved his his elbow right into Drew Holiday's side. Good call. All right, Shamet guarding Drew Holiday. Oh, Drew Holiday deciding to drive and takes it all the way, but can't get it to go. Long rebound ends up in Giannis's hands. Giannis gets it to, PJ Tucker in the corner. Now back to Middleton. Middleton guarded by Blake with 3 seconds on the shot clock. He's got to make a move. Middleton. Oh, he doesn't know. And it's a 24-second violation. Middleton didn't realize the clock was ending only with 3 seconds. Gotta be aware of what's going on. When you get it that late, your first thing you have to do is look at the shot clock once you get it. And instead, he's looking right at the defender and doesn't get anything. Bruce Brown misses a short little one-hand jumper that he's been making all night. Misses that one. Drew Holiday. Oh, step back fadeaway jumper on the baseline. No good. Over KD. Doesn't get it. And Shamet the rebound. Under 8 minutes to go. Can the Bucks hold on in this low-scoring affair? KD on the block, guarded by Drew Holiday. PJ coming to help. Oh, nice spin move by KD. Completely losing both of the defense. Holy crap. PJ coming to help. I guess Drew Holiday didn't know that the help was coming from the inside, so he attacked the inside, and KD just attacked the baseline. An easy 2-point lay-in. Uh-oh. Good defense by Kyrie. Pokes it away from Middleton. Oh, no, it's not Kyrie. Sorry, it was Bruce Brown who slams it home. And it's tied up 74 apiece with 7:21 to go, and Bucks will use a timeout. Whew. They're always favored to win the finals. Who, the Bucks? Bucks are never favored to win the finals. What are you talking about? Nobody ever favors the Bucks to win the finals. Nobody ever really puts them in that conversation. Seriously. Like, they're such have high regular season records, and then you get to the playoffs and nobody really picks them to go anywhere. What was their chances in the East? I bet they were no better than 4th to get in, and they were the 3rd seed. I bet the Knicks, I bet the Hawks, maybe even the Heat all had chances to have a better probability. Last year in the bubble, they were the favorites. No, they weren't. And if they were, that's just how bad the East is. Because they weren't. They may have been the favorites to get to the finals, But they're never the favorites to win the finals. They weren't favored over the Clippers or the Lakers. No way. No way. They may have been favored in the East. And also, they're definitely not favored to win the finals this year. They're behind the Jazz. They're behind the Nuggets. They're behind the Suns. They're behind the Lakers, I bet. No way. They were not favored to win the finals. No shot. Whoever said that is insane. Vegas did not have them as favorites. That's just not even a thing. No way. Just watch the Titans video. Is it worth me watching, Asan? You know, I've really liked Kemba coming out of college, but he disappointed me this playoffs. The games that I watched of the Celtics this year, he did not impress me, which is sad because he was one of my favorite college players of all time. I loved him at UConn. And then watching him this year, I just was not impressed. Fisk might be right about the Titans, but that video was funny, and the end part was disgusting. You can watch it, Tim. I don't know. What have I not bought yet? Have I bought Full Helms? Nope. What's cheap? Anything else cheap? Cheap. So I still got... Oh, Rune Axe maybe? All right, we're back in it. Giannis, 2-point jumper is good. And he gives the lead right back to him. All right, here we go. Kyrie driving the lane. Blocked by Lopez. It's going to be out of bounds off Lopez, but Lopez, how many blocks does he have tonight? 4 blocks tonight. Lopez, a rim protector. Whew. Terrible. Oh, that was like one of those embarrassing blocks. All right, KD. He's going to jack up a 3. In and out, no good. Giannis the rebound. Giannis guarded by Griffin. Giannis in and out dribble. And he goes to the ground. Middleton kicks it out to Lopez in the corner. Lopez thought about shooting. Blocked. No, it's going to be a foul on the floor. Shamit bailing him out there. Man, I'm tired of these cicadas. It's an 8-minute video. I don't know. You think it's worth watching? I don't know. You know what? Actually, no. I want to watch some of Nadi and Pedro Smith. I don't watch a lot of Pedro Smith. I don't necessarily like some of his takes, so I'm not really interested. But, you know, I'm curious. I want to see how their conversation went. Also, it's a little learning experience. I want to watch how DMV and people like On the Warpath do things because I like their interview styles. I think Corey's better. I think Corey's more seasoned. He's been doing it longer, and I like Corey. But DMV does a good job, too. All right, Middleton kicks it out to Drew. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Gets a pick from Giannis. Drew, and he shoots a little floater. In and out, no good. So it's 76-76. KD the rebound. And we're going to have a fight down the stretch here. Let's see if one team takes away. And, we're going to get a moving pick violation against the Nets. So a turnover Uh-oh, P.J. Tucker's slow to get up. Could just be tired, so he wants to lay down for a minute. Oh, God. Yeah, because what happened? I think he's probably just tired because I don't think there was really anything there. A cicada landed on my back of my shirt, and it came back inside and didn't notice it until it was on me and until I heard it make a noise. I freaked out and brushed it away. It's somewhere flying around the house. It's okay. Cicadas aren't going to hurt you, dude. It's all good. They don't hurt anybody. All right, Giannis. Guarded by Blake. Giannis. Thinking about shooting a 2 maybe. Working on him. Giannis brings it back out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's driving now, attacking. And good defense kicks it out. And it's going to be a jump ball. Good defense by Blake Griffin, the block. And interesting that it's going to be a jump ball. Did he travel? Ah, yes, he did travel. So that's why it's a jump ball. Good defense. Definitely a lot of ball. You know, I like that call. Good jump ball call. All right, Blake Griffin versus Giannis. If you were ever wondering who was going to win the tip between these two, we're going to find out right now. And it's only 3.2 seconds left on the Bucks, so if they win the tip, they got to shoot quickly. All right, Giannis. Oh, tips it inside to Lopez. Lopez turns around, shoots a little floater. No good. And it's going to be a turnover. P.J. Tucker ends up losing it. And he was crying for a foul, didn't get one. Giannis guarding Blake. 5 minutes on the game clock in this fourth quarter. Tie ball game. Nice pass inside to KD, but KD can't make the layup. KD is having a horrible night shooting. Giannis, he jacks up a 3 off the side of the rim and ends up going over the backboard out of bounds. Giannis shooting way too many threes right now. I mean, he's 1 for 8 tonight. Why is he shooting so many? This is ridiculous. Celeste, good night, everyone. I'm going to hop off for tonight. Have a good night, Celeste. Thanks for stopping by. A cicada yesterday flew on my shirt, and then it landed on the ground. I obliterated it. Same thing I did yesterday during football practice. Oh, jeez. My dog loves cicadas. She eats the heck out of them, dude. She just all over them. All right, here we go. Joe Harris pump fakes. Doesn't like it. Gets it to Blake. Blake guarded by... And gets to Kyrie. Kyrie, long 3, no good. Both teams going cold in this tie game. No points in a little over a minute and a half. Middleton, guarded by Bruce. Bruce Brown on the block. Middleton kicks it out to Lopez. Lopez shoots a 3. That's too short. Ends up in P.J. Tucker's hands. And it's going to be a foul against Joe Harris. Good hustle there by P.J. Tucker to get that rebound. And it's going to be a foul against Joe Harris. Tough call. I don't think I would have called that. That's pretty ticky-tack, to be honest. Middleton, the inbounder. 14 seconds back on the shot clock. Gets it into Drew. Drew getting a pick from Lopez. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Drew's going to do something. And kicks it out to PJ. PJ left wide open. And no good. Terrible shooting for him. Terrible. Good gosh. They need some three-point shooters. The Bucks are terrible at the 3. You put Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, and this is a championship potential team. Seriously. They need three-point shooters. They just don't have anybody. All right. No good again. Both teams struggling to put any points on the board. Kyrie misses a little floater there. Drew Holiday, guarded by Bruce Brown. Gets it over to Middleton. Middleton on the block, guarded by Kyrie. Driving the baseline. He shoots up a 2-pointer, and he can't get it to go. Rebound, Joe Harris. Just over 3 minutes to go. Yeah, both teams shooting abysmal tonight this quarter. 3 for 18 for the Bucks, 5 for 16 for the Nets. Hassan, yeah, after it flew on me, it was facing the other way, just sitting there, and I was like, nah, you ain't living after you just flew on me. I just obliterated it. Like the body was all done. Oof, tough. I still had the Hawaii glow. So 3 minutes, 10 seconds to go in this ball game, and it's only 76-76. Terrible, terrible, terrible shooting performances. I mean, 36.6% for the Bucks, 19.4 from 3, 36% for the Nets, 23.3% from 3. But I will give a lot of credit to the defenses because the defenses have played strong tonight. So this is not necessarily just like bad offense. Now, it hasn't been good shooting necessarily either, but it's been tough, strong defense for each team. I would love to see the Utah Jazz just crush the Clippers. You know, just run away with it. But I think it's going to go down to a Game 7. History in the making. The drama. The Bucks have 76 points total, and Giannis and Middleton combined for 60 of them. They need help, man. You got to get some spot-up shooters for them. It's just frustrating to watch. Kyrie to Joe Harris. Joe Harris tried to hit a driving KD. Didn't like it. So brings it back out. Joe Harris is going to get guarded tough. Driving. Gets it to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown floater. No good. Good defense there by Lopez. I think he may have gotten a hand on that. Drew Holiday. Gets it over to Middleton. Middleton gets a pick from Giannis. Middleton, 2-point jumper is good. And breaks the drought both teams were having. So it's 78-76 now. Bucks up. KD bringing it up court for the Nets. He's driving. He's going to pull up from 2 and got it right back. Good answer. So it's back to a tied game. 78-78. 2:20 to go in the fourth quarter. Middleton gets it to Drew Holiday. Guarded by Kyrie. Gets it over to Middleton. Middleton, guarded by Bruce Brown. Middleton, 2-point jumper is good. All right, little back and forth here between Middleton and KD. Let's see if KD can answer. We're crossing over the 2-minute warning in this game. KD, yep, 2-point jumper, and he does. All right, KD versus Middleton here. KD had a tough night shooting all night, but he's waking up here in the fourth quarter, trying to will a Nets to victory. All right, Middleton. He's going to pull up another 2-point jumper off the back of the rim. He's the first to miss. First to blink is Chris Middleton. So it's a minute and a half to go. Tie game, 80 apiece. PJ Tucker guarding KD. Going to get a pick from Bruce. Now he gets it to Bruce. Bruce back to KD. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And KD shoots a 3! Yes! KD knocks down a 3-pointer. Here we go. Hell yeah, this is good. First stream I like. Might subscribe. Ooh. Well, appreciate you stopping by. Thanks for the compliment. Really like that. Local Trap GD. There you go. I do call a lot of basketball games, so if you want to subscribe and hang out with us, I'll be doing more, especially during the week. But, appreciate you stopping by. Just trying to continue to grow, man. But yeah, KD, man, coming alive here down the stretch, making 7 straight points here for the Nets to give the Nets a 3-point lead. Got to love it. Gotta. Preseason 2 months away. First game in August 12th. Yeah, it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun. Definitely interested in those preseason games because our team is so deep. You don't know what's going to happen. It's kind of crazy. Kevin Durant, 23 points in the second half, 9 for 17. So definitely woke up here in the second half to get them close. They've taken the lead. They were down by as much as 21 in the first quarter, but they have clawed their way back and now taken the lead down or up 3 with 1:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Here we go. Giannis, the inbounder. And he's looking to get it into Drew Holiday, guarded by Kyrie. Drew gets it to Middleton. Middleton driving, and he going to get an easy lay-in. Yes! And one! Did they call and one? Or no, what did they call? I'm confused. They called something here. I saw the ref say
coming out of the timeout where we've seen Middleton run pick and roll in isolation. He came.
Okay, but it doesn't look like he's going for a free throw, so that was odd. It looked like the ref made an and one sign, but didn't happen. Okay, so it's 83-82, just over a minute to go. Bruce Brown gets it to KD. KD guarded tough by P.J. Tucker. KD behind the back, getting a pick from Bruce. Gets it over to Joe, back to KD. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Back to Joe. Joe, wide open 2. Can't get it to go. And they get the rebound. The Bucks, that is. 50 seconds left to go in this game. Drew Holiday gets it over to Giannis. Giannis attacking. And it's going to be a block by Blake Griffin, but out of bounds. And the Bucks maintain possession. So it's 83-82 with 44.3 seconds to go. Giannis attacking the basket. Nice. And Blake Griffin looked like he stood straight up. There you go. Middleton, guarded by KD on the baseline. He has a fadeaway jumper off the front of the rim. No good. And the Nets have the ball up by 1. Can the Bucks hold off this on defense? They played great defense all night long. Kyrie has it at half court, guarded by Drew Holiday. Look to get a pick from Bruce. Now he's driving. Bruce makes an easy 2-pointer. No! It's going to be a rebound by Giannis. The Bucks have it. Shot clock is off. 14 seconds. Drew Holiday spin move, and he gets all the way to the lane and takes a 1-point lead for the Bucks with 11.4 seconds to go in this game. Oh my goodness. And it looks like the Nets will use one of their timeouts to draw up a final play. They will hold the ball for the last shot. What a game this has become. What players are you predicting to play in the preseason? I'm not sure what you mean, but we'll come back to that after this game because this game is getting spicy. So we have a 1-point lead for the Bucks. You got to imagine. I don't know. In this situation, does KD get the ball or does Kyrie get the ball? Because Kyrie lives for these kind of moments. But then again, the best scorer of all time, it seems like, one of the best scorers is KD. So I would like to see the ball in his hands, especially since he's getting hot down the stretch. But we shall see. We get game getting wild at the end, for sure. This is tough. We've got a back-and-forth scoring affair in this last 2 minutes, so that's good. Here we go. There's all the Bucks fans. Very, very excited. See if KD will take their heart out. Here we go. All right. Blake Griffin's the inbounder. You got Joe Harris, KD, Bruce Brown, and Kyrie on the court. And all right. Oh my God, bad pass. But who get it? And Kyrie ends up with it, though. 9 seconds in, Bruce driving, takes it all the way, and he misses it. P.J. Tucker gets the rebound, and they kick it out to Drew Holiday. They're going to get a foul called, though, against Giannis. They gave the ball to Giannis with 2.8 seconds left. The Bucks fans are celebrating, but this is not good. Giannis has been terrible from the free throw line. He's 4 for 9, and this is a 2 or 1 point ball game. If he misses one of these, anything can happen. This is terrible news. It's not terrible. They do have the lead with 2 free throws. That's good. But Giannis being... No! They're not in the bonus! They're not in the bonus! So Giannis is not going to the free throw line. That's huge. They got to get it in. They do get it to Middleton, and they're going to get to a quick foul. 0.7 seconds to go, and now Middleton will go to the free throw line. Wow, what a break. I didn't realize they were not in the bonus yet with 3 seconds left. That is great news because Giannis going to the free throw line would have been horrible. But Middleton, much better. 6 for 7 tonight from the free throw line. He shot really well tonight. So this will be, well, not really well. He's 12 for 25. But you get the idea. He's much better. He's got 33 points tonight. Better free throw shooter. So he will be able to at least put them up by 3. He can't ice the game because they can make a 3-pointer. But let's see. He does make the first one. So it's 2.1 seconds left with a 2-point lead. Definitely want to make this. Don't play around and miss. Okay, you want to make it. I don't care if they have a timeout. Make them make a 3-pointer to tie it. All right, and he does make the second. So it's 2.1 seconds left. Blake Griffin, slow to get up. But he does. All right. So Nets will use their final timeout, 2.1 seconds. So they will move the ball to the half court. And let's see what can happen. Viswa Janapati, what's up? You'd expect this to be a high-scoring game. Yeah, this has been a defensive affair. And, we could talk about bad offensive play, and there has been a little bit as far as because the Bucks can't shoot a 3-pointer. But to be very fair, both teams are playing very, very strong defense all night. Can the Nets shock the world? Yes, that'll be fun to see. Why give it to Brown, though? Brown really choked the game. Yeah, Brown, well, they did actually try to pass it to Brown, didn't they? But, yeah, that is a very interesting call. Very, very interesting decision to give it to him. I mean, what players will play the most and stand out in the preseason? We'll talk about it. Can the Nets shock the world here? Yeah, they have 2.1 seconds left to make a 3-pointer potentially. It's going to get interesting. Oh, yeah, I got to do this below Ice Mountain quest. Look at that. Here we go. All right, 2.1 seconds to go. The Bucks do have a foul to give, so if they foul right away, they would have to go back to the inbound, and they could waste a couple of seconds. But let's see if they just play defense. They played really good defense all night. Here we go. KD has it. 2.1 seconds. And he's going to jack up a 3, and no good. And there's no foul on the play, and that will be the end of the ball game. We have a 86-83 finish. The Bucks do end up taking a game at home, and I predicted the Nets in 5, so I do not see them winning another game. But they did pull it out, even though it was terrible. You can see here a combined score of 68 points between Giannis and Middleton, and the game or the final score of theirs ended up being 86. So the rest of their team only scored 18 points. Terrible shooting night for both teams. You get 36% for the Nets, 37.8% for the Bucks. Neither team shot well from 3 either. This was just a terrible, terrible offensive affair, but great, great defense. So KD tried to come alive. He did score 17 points in the second half. No, it was, something like that. I think it was 13 in the first half, 17 in the second. But there you go. Viswa did not be good game. Yes, it was. A man overshot a layup. James Harden is making. That's true. But Bruce Brown played well tonight. It sucks that he ended up missing that, but he was one of the ones that kept them in the game. He ended up with 16 points, but he did go cold in the second half. But he was shooting really, really well in the first half to keep them alive. Because remember, the Bucks were up by 21 points at the end of the first quarter, or 19 points at the end of the first quarter. But they were up by as much as 21. Brown fought for the loss for the Nets. How he missed a layup, it was bad. It was not the shot you wanted, that's for sure. But anyway, thank you guys who did stop by for the final minutes of that game. That was fun. And I will go ahead and change the stream title. But appreciate you guys. And if you guys hit that sub button, I would appreciate that as well. Bruce Brown has no clutch gene. He definitely did not do well that last second. That's for sure. All right, what do we want to do here? Let's see here. What do I want to do? I'm just going to put chilling on here. Switch it over to the logo. All right, here we go. Let's go to YouTube. All right, yeah, but to answer your question, Spoiled, Washington football team is what I want. To answer your question, I'm excited to see Juice. I'm excited to see Jamin Davis for sure. I'm excited to see. I'm curious to see De'Ami Brown. That'd be a lot of fun. But you know, I haven't listened to this yet.
Hey,
Let's go
Ron,
ahead and listen
I wanted to touch
Ron
on the
Rivera.
whole vaccination debate again because it seemed like it kind of took some steam yesterday. Montez basically saying he's not really comfortable, pretty open. Are you concerned about maybe this? I wouldn't call it a divide, but some people feel one way in the locker room and some people feel the other way.
Well, I mean, it is, but the thing that as long as everybody respects each other's opinions and thoughts on it, there really isn't an issue, to be honest with you. And that's what we have to do. I mean, everybody has a choice to make, and if that's his opinion and that's his choice, then we respect it and we move on from that. I mean, you know, that's probably one of the bigger problems I think we have right now is that not everybody's respecting each other's thoughts and opinions and not letting people make their own decisions. You know, Montez spoke for himself and himself only, and that's his decision. And hey, you know what? I respect it.
How much of a competitive...
That is controversial within itself, okay? It really is. And it sucks that it is, okay? It's not something I'm happy about, but I agree. I agree with Ron. I agree that hey, if you want to get it, you get it. If you don't want to get it, you don't get it, all right? But there's a lot of people that think that it should not be a choice and everybody should be forced to get the vaccine. And, you know, and so what he just said is probably controversial in a lot of circles, which sucks to me, honestly. But, I agree, though. I don't think we should trash the vaccine. I don't think you should be like, oh, the vaccine doesn't work, the vaccine's made up, the vaccine is this, the vaccine's that. But at the same time, like, hey, if you just say, I'm not comfortable getting a vaccine, I don't want to be forced to get a vaccine, I don't want to be forced to put something else in my body, especially with somebody like an NFL football player, they take care of the bodies, the vaccine has caused people to get sick, not die, but get sick, so you may miss a couple of practices here or there. So it's not something that you'd be really interested in getting when you are a professional athlete, because it could knock you out for a couple of days, which sucks. But yeah, and obviously it's not going to kill you, but I agree that everybody should have their own opinion on it and just to do what they want to do. If you're scared of the virus, go get the vaccine. If you're not scared of the virus, then don't get the vaccine, and we will move forward from there. And everybody makes their own decisions.
Disadvantage will this football team be at if you don't get your 50% higher in terms of vaccination in that locker room?
Well, the disadvantage will only be created if we break the protocols. And if that's what we're going to have to do is live with the protocols, then we'll do it. We did it last year. We'll do it again this year. We're going to follow the rules. We're going to do it the right way. Would I like them to get vaccinated? Yes. And I think it's important. But again, guys, you know what? Each person has to make their own decisions for themselves and what they think is best. So at that point, you know, we live with it. We'll live with the situation and circumstances.
You know, a really quick follow-up to what you just said. You want them to get vaccinated, but you have to find that balance, Ron, of not forcing them because, as you said, it's their choice. So how do you find that balance?
Well, I mean, again, you have to appeal to them. You have to give them reasons why. You have to try and help educate them as much as possible so they understand and get comfortable. More so than anything else, that's how you do it. You know, to me, it does no good to fight with people. You know, again, we're all entitled to our opinions and our free thoughts.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wrapping up the mini camp, you correct me if I'm wrong. Certainly felt like the defense had a good day the last couple days, and you know, it said that the defense is ahead of the offense at these things. What do you make of the progress so far by both units?
I like what we did on both sides and in special teams. I think the thing, you know, that we all have to understand about it is there's certain elements of offensive football you can't do out here. You know, you're not cut blocking. You're not, you know, you're not. When a guy takes an inside charge, you're not washing him down into the next guy because we got to be careful out here. And so the balance is knowing how to practice in those situations and circumstances. Because again, if you get a defensive guy make an inside charge and the offensive player can't lock onto him and wash him down, you know, the guy's going to come through and make a play. Now, as far as the secondary is concerned, there are some really good things that happened out there. Really pleased with what we've seen with our back seven. A couple of really good plays. We had some nice balls thrown by the quarterbacks today, especially some of the deep balls. I think you guys got a good sense and flavor for the speed that's out there on the offensive receiver positions. You know, Diami showed some real dynamic ability today, and so those are some of the positives that we can take from it as far as our offense is concerned too.
Yeah, with Brown, obviously, you know, you've got a couple good players ahead of him. How do you make sure to get him involved in the offense?
No, it's a rotation is what it really is. I mean, that's why we talk about guys having position flex too. You know, you don't want a receiver just only be able to play the X. You want to be able to play the Z, the X, and the F. I mean, that's important, and you know that's why we make sure guys can do more than one thing, because if they're only a one-hole player and one of your best players is playing the same spot, that guy will never get an opportunity. But if he can play the different positions, we'll find a way to get him on the field.
Ben? Hey, Ron, with regards to the...
Hey, Ben. Did you have to do a temperature today?
Charlie got me on that bit yesterday. I was good.
I heard about that.
I appreciate the attempt to mess with my brain.
Dynamic Brown for sure. I feel bad for the Nets. He really missed the best shot you ever get in the clutch time. You know what sucks too about that miss is that he made that quite a few times earlier in the game. That's another sad part about it. Like it's not like he was missing all night. Like he made that shot probably 7 times in the game, and it sucks that he ended up missing the final one for sure. Sucks big time.
With regards to the receivers, obviously you'd like to have Curtis Samuel out there, but the fact that you've got some extra reps for some of these other guys at such a deep position.
Yep.
What do you think you've been able to sort of get a sense of now that you've kind of gone through this about?
You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna do this. Change the title good.
About that group.
How deep we are. I mean, every guy that we have has the potential to be on this team. Every guy that's out there, with the exception of the young guys, has played minutes for us on the field, and the new guys. But the point being is we're deep. We have some really good football players there at that position. So we'll just have to work through it. We'll have to go and see who stands out during camp, who has a good preseason, and make our decision from there. But Ben, to your question, I think it's a deep position. We have some guys that are multi-positional guys. That's going to help them when it's time to make decisions. It's going to be tough, and I really do mean that sincerely.
And with regards to the actual fields out here, obviously this new grass, new situation you guys have had out here, and you're going to have sort of reflect on what's going to happen at.
All right, hold on. Chokes.
Brown. Durant has it, fights over, fires a three. Bang! Kevin Durant from timeout. By one. Bucky. Picked up by Irv. No good. Struggles with it. Back out. Off to Antetokounmpo. And a foul. Layup. No good. Struggles with it. Back out to Brown. 8 seconds remaining. Brown to the rim. Layup. No good.
He didn't even come close. Oh, no.
Rebound. Back out to Brown. 8 seconds remaining. Brown to the rim. Layup. No good.
At the stadium, what did you kind of learn about the field out here? What did it do, if anything, to help you guys throughout this process? And what did it maybe say, if anything, about what you're going to have at FedEx?
Well, it was pretty good turf out.
Not a bad looking shot. Yeah, that was a terrible looking shot. Son, you see how our team is just changed around and has great culture because of the man, Ron Rivera. Yes, for sure. People don't realize how bad we have been coach the last 35 years. I mean, for a while now. To be honest.
It really was. I mean, we didn't have to switch main practice fields, so we were able to stay close to you guys, first of all. But the big thing is, it's to give these guys quality football field, an opportunity to not have to worry about flopping from one spot to another, not worrying about wet spots or the grass being torn up. I'm very appreciative of the fact that we were able to do it. I really do mean that. I mean, I appreciate the commitment that Mr. Snyder's made in helping to create the right type of practice atmosphere for our guys, the right type of atmosphere here at the park for us, and at FedEx.
Hey, Ron, I'm curious, what kind of decisions do you guys still make with an eye toward the COVID, the pandemic, whatever, as far as like maybe even the way the scouts on the road, decisions you make as far as looking at the roster, those kind of things?
I don't intend to have anything like that really weigh on it. To me, it's about whether or not the guy's a good football player and can help us.
Wow. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if the teams start cutting people because they won't get the vaccine? Like, obviously they're not going to cut somebody like Montez Sweat, but like somebody like, I don't know, Troy Apke, if he decided he wasn't getting the vaccine, or somebody like Jared Patterson, somebody like kind of like right there on the edge, and teams start to, you know what, like, I have a choice between Lamar Miller, Jared Patterson. Well, I like Jared Patterson a little bit, but he's not going to play much, and he's not going to get the vaccine. And I really want to get my numbers up. Lamar Miller's been vaccinated. So you know what? We'll ride with Lamar. Could you imagine?
Again, as I said, if that's our situation, that's our circumstances, we'll live in our circumstances. We're not going to sit here and say, "Woe is me." We can't do that. I'm going to quote Mike Ditka, but we're going to play the hand that's dealt us. And whatever that hand is, we're going to play it to the best of our ability. So if that's what it's going to be, then hey, you know what? We all got to accept it as a team and go from there.
But do you make decisions like what you talk about, roster flexibility, and how important that is, just in case something ever happens down the road? I mean, are there things that you look at still with an eye toward that?
I guess there might be, but again, the nice thing about it is the way the roster is going to be allowed to be built again. It's going to be very similar to what we had last year. With the new rules that came into play from the new CBA, and then some of the lenient rules that we had because of COVID. I think we'll have a little bit of that to work with, and so again, we'll have to do the best we can about being smart about those things.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Hi,
Hi, Ron. Just overall, what was your assessment of the quarterback play over these last 3 days, and just generally, what were some of the things that I guess stood out to you, good or bad?
Well, first of all, how quickly things were picked up, how well.
Terrible, JK. Terrible. Thank you. Keep asking me. Keep making me feel bad for not going to the gym. Seriously, thank you. Because I haven't been back. It's been bad. I've literally my day's like this. I wake up at 4:30, like 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning. I go to work. I get home. I take a nap. I wake up, eat something, and I turn on the stream. I turn on the stream for a few hours, and then I go back to go to bed around midnight. Wake up at 4:30 again. It's not an excuse. It's just what my schedule is like. But keep asking me seriously. I need to go back.
Fitz jibes with our receiving core, our tight ends, our running backs. The rapport he has with the offensive line, that was good to see. When Taylor got back in there, it was good to see.
My big problem is rhythm. You know, like when I used to go to the gym, it was like I had a schedule, I had a rhythm, and I need to I need to find a good time to go, and it sucks because I'm also trying to find time to sleep. But finding a good, consistent time to go is tough. You know, it's almost like I gotta wake up at freaking 2 o'clock in the morning, and then go before work. You know what I mean? Or go at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then, which actually, you know what? What if I did that? Because I think it's a 24-hour gym, or did they start? Because I'm just going to Planet Fitness. Fitness, buoy, hours. What if I did that? It is open 24 hours. What if I just woke up every day at 3? Or 3:30 or something. Go to the gym for an hour, get out of there at 4:30, and then go to work. See, this is why you need to keep asking me these things. Because then I start thinking about stuff. Tim, I sent you something in the Discord. Look at it. Okay. Tweet. Maybe that's what I'll start doing. Waking up at 3:30-ish, or 3:15. Grab gym clothes, grab work clothes, go to the gym, change into work clothes, and go from there. Yeah, but you do need sleep. You do need sleep. The problem is when to sleep. I don't have a 7 to 9 hour window to sleep because I want to stream, but then I also have to go to work. And unfortunately, my work and my stream are like the two opposite ends of the day, right? So I go to work from around, I usually leave my house around 4:45. So go then, and I get home anywhere from like 1 to 3 o'clock, depending on when I get home. So, there's 10 hours gone for the day. Then I have an open space from, let's say, 3 to 7, because I want to get up and be able to do things before I go on stream, like eat and stuff like that. So I try to sleep from 3 to 7, right? And then, so then I get like a nice 3-4 hour nap. Then I stream until around 11-ish. And then I go to work, or then I go to sleep after. And then so if I went to sleep at midnight, woke up at 3, that's 3 hours. And then if I get 4 hours of sleep in the afternoon, then there you go. Maybe I need to start doing that. All right, here we go. Bruce Brown on the Nets' second to last.
Recover! It's Brucey's time to shine, baby. Okay, down, set! There's the snap, and the ball is fumbled.
It's his time.
Taylor is, the one thing that you can say about Taylor is he's an extremely accurate passer, delivers a really good ball to the receivers. His rapport with those guys is also very good. So it's going to be a good competition. It really is. I look forward to it. I think it's going to push our football team and make our football team better. I just feel that, going into this, knowing we have a proven guy there that that has the ability to lead us. But again, we have a guy in Taylor that shows us that he can do it. They're going to compete. They're going to push, and I'm looking forward to it.
And just seeing, some of the defensive players and the receivers just kind of jawing at each other in practice. Do you like that? Do you like the energy?
Right, and you got to improve the work hours, which sucks too, because like the work hours are, it's tough, right? Because like you got, I don't make a whole lot of money, but I make too much money to just be able to quit and start a new career. You know what I mean? Like it's not like I make $15 an hour, and I could just quit this and go work at McDonald's now for $15 an hour, and then flex my hours. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of to the point now where it's like I can't just easily switch jobs, make comparable money, but then, have a better work schedule, which would be nice. But Bruce, unbelievable Brown. But anyway.
I mean, what was just your take on all of it?
But thank you again for asking me, though. Seriously, expert.
I love the energy. The only thing I want to make sure is we're smart about how we practice.
Until we get you a million subs.
We had a couple guys run into each other yesterday a little too hard.
I would love to be
competing.
able to make this a career.
That's great, but we also have to know how.
I'm trying to finagle my situation. My sleeping arrangements. That's why I'm trying to do like a 3-4 hour nap here. Then I go over there and do another like 2-3 hours or 3-4 hours or whatever in the middle of the night. And so I'm trying to get this going. And I don't really want. Well, I can't. It just is what it is. But that might be what I have to start doing. And you know what? I might even talk to my wife about that. Maybe we'll go together. Like we wake up, both of us. She likes to go to sleep early anyway. She likes to go to sleep around like 8:30. So if she gets to sleep at 8:30, and she woke up at 3:15, or if she went to sleep at, let's say, 8 and wake up at 3:15, that's a little over 7 hours of sleep. That's good. And then we each get, a workout in and feel good about ourselves. And then she kind of chills until she has to go to work. She usually leaves work around 6:45 or something like that. Yeah, I like this. I like this idea. I like where we're at. Thanks again for
practice. We have to know when we can cut it loose and compete. When we have to back off, and that's the thing that really I get concerned with, because I love the energy. I really did. When I brought the guys up afterwards, I thanked them for the commitment they made these last 4 weeks. We had about 75 guys come for the end of phase 2, week 5, which was outstanding because it was the first time we got to get on the field with our guys and get our hands on them and work with them. And they gave us a good week. And then we started off OTAs with having 87 guys show up the first day. And then going into the second week, we were able to get 88 guys. Tez showed up, and then now we had the entire number of guys here that we could have that were eligible to practice. So I really appreciated that, and I told them so. They gave us the kind of work we needed. We were able to get all our installations done, and because of it,
I heard Fitzpatrick is being tragic in minicamp. He's not having a good minicamp. Correct. He's not having a good minicamp.
I think we had a good
but
few
that's
weeks
okay.
of practice.
I'm not worried about that. Throwing picks in minicamp is not a bad thing. Seriously, if you hear about a quarterback throwing picks in minicamp, that is actually borderline a good thing, because means he's trying new things. He's trying new throws. He's trying to make things work that he didn't have before, a.k.a. he's growing and he's learning, right? Like, you want to see those kind of mistakes. And it's good. It's a good thing to see out of a quarterback bad things happen, right? Like, it's much different to say, like, I'm concerned about Terry McLaurin dropping passes. That's bad. You should never be dropping passes, right? Or I'm scared to see Jarrett Patterson fumbling the ball. That's bad. You should never be fumbling the ball, because there's no reason to try new things. There's no reason to fix how to catch the ball. There's no reason to fix how to hold on to the ball. But there is reasons to fix where you throw the ball, who you throw to, who do you throw to on this look, when you throw it this way, how does the defense react? What are we seeing here? And so it is beneficial to have bad, quote-unquote bad throws. Really, they're not bad throws, but they're riskier throws in practice, because then you get a more feel of, like, okay, what kind of windows am I allowed to get in? So you kind of like start breaking the or hitting the barriers of where you're allowed to go and where you're not allowed to go. But there you go. I heard Joe Burrow is still struggling to throw the deep ball in minicamp. Interesting. To throw the deep ball in minicamp, it could go a bunch of different ways, because that could be bad if he's not being accurate for where you want to go. Right? It's one thing if a defense makes a play on it, but if you're not being accurate, that's more along the lines of being a fumbling problem or a not being able to catch problem. But if you're just throwing it into tight windows, that's not good. But if you're not being accurate, then that's not good. I'm learning at 39 sound good for you. Learning at 39 sound good for you. Learning at 39. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see. Well, you're learning your receivers. You're learning the new offense. You're constantly. Tom Brady would say he's still learning in the NFL. Tom Brady has not figured out what's going on in the NFL. James looking really good. His deep ball looking nice. Well, there you go. See, but that could mean, and it's not bad to look good. I'm not going to down somebody for looking good. Basically, I guess the main point is that it doesn't matter. It's the main takeaway. But minicamp doesn't matter. If you do good, cool. If you do bad, whatever. And we'll do bad in certain ways. As I said, you don't want to be dropping or fumbling the ball or missing assignments or things like that. That's bad.
Hey, Ron, have you noticed any differences in Scott Turner this year compared to last in terms of comfort on the job or things like that?
You see the comfort. You really do. You see the confidence, a little bit of swagger in his walk.
It's true.
I think part of it is the players we were able to put around our quarterbacks. I think that's very helpful. And it kind of goes back to, and I've told you guys this before. One of the things that Marty Herney and I talked about when we first got to Carolina. When I first got to Carolina was, we have to identify our quarterback. We've got to be able to surround him with playmakers, and we've got to be able to protect him. And I think we accomplished that this offseason. I feel very comfortable with what we've done with our offensive line and with the playmakers we've got. So, again, I can see it reflected in the way Scotty moves around and handles himself during practices, during our meetings.
So Tom Brady might be doing drugs.
And then a bit of a lighter one. What was the deal with Dustin's kick there to close out practice?
Well, what happened was we had one more period left, and then what we were going to do is we were going to do a mock of what our conditioning test was going to be like, and Dustin, somebody kind of said something, then Dustin stepped up and said, "Hey, I'll tell you what, Coach, I hit a 50-yarder. If I split it, let's call it a day." So I made the deal with him, and he split it, and that was kind of cool. The players really appreciated Dustin coming through for us like that, and there's a lot more to come for that.
I like that a lot. Why? Because you're putting the pressure on. I would have liked to have heard a 55-yard field goal, to be honest, because I don't think 50-yarder is necessarily super impressive. It's not bad, but it's not impressive. I would like to hear, if I make a 55-yarder, let's call it a practice. But the overall point, though, I like this because it's hard to simulate a pressure situation in practice. And, that kind of thing is hey, the whole team is basically begging you to call it a practice today. Right? The whole team's looking at you. Look, I'm tired. I want to go watch some film. I want to go do something else. I want to go eat. Let's give me an opportunity to walk off this field a little bit early today, and we'll go from there. And then to have that pressure on to make a field goal like that's kind of cool. It's still not winning a game, but it's finding a way to put pressure on a kicker in practice. I like it. Does a 45-year-old QB still winning rings sound normal to you? Nope. You don't have questions.
I'll step in. Hey, Ron, when you kind of sit back and gauge the reaction of how the vaccine conversation went yesterday, I wonder, what's your next step, or have you been able to think that far ahead yet?
Well, I really haven't thought that far ahead. I have thought, though, that knowing these are young men, and to a degree, they're learning, they're understanding, they're trying to, gather as much information as they can. Some of them have their reasons. I've went around and I've talked to a good number of our players, and I've listened and I've heard both sides, and I've heard reasoning. But again, I honestly, I would hope or like to have our guys get vaccinated, so we can get that herd immunity. But again, like I said, though, we just have to respect that.
I almost forgot what a suicide was, but I know what a suicide is. But when you said 30 suicides would make it a pressure situation, my first thought was what? But no, of course the back and forth running. But yeah, I'm talking about the exercise. Yeah. Well, for some reason that didn't went right over my head. I know what
desires,
it is.
And if that puts us in a position where, we're gonna have to go through some protocols, then so be it. We'll go through protocols and we'll do it together as a team.
And I know that you would obviously be speaking about vaccines, this sort of thing as a head coach anyway, but I wonder how your, I think you became more outspoken last fall about, the ACA and things of that nature. I wonder how that, if at all, influences kind of this conversation now.
Say that again?
I wonder how, if you become more maybe outspoken about, medical situations in general, considering, I guess your position last fall.
Well, the thing we have to be careful about is there's a lot of reasons. I know for me personally, how I feel about things, and because of my situation and circumstances, I had a reason to do what I did. I had a reason to get vaccinated early. I was immune deficient. And so to be careful, I was in that tier 1B, I guess it is, or 1, 2, or whatever it's called. But once I was eligible, I went and got it. My family hadn't got it, and I was concerned for them. And because of that, I practiced the protocols. I went about 4 more weeks before my wife and daughter both got vaccinated. So, going 4 more months and just having to do what I had to do. So that's what I'm going to do. I still want to be, like I said, I do want to be an advocate for positive health care. I do. And, if speaking out on vaccinations is something that ends up being what I do, then I'll do it, but I'll make sure I'm educated on it. We were very fortunate. We got an opportunity to listen to somebody about the vaccinations, and that's what I'll fall back to.
Thanks, Ron.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ron, following up on that, when Montez makes the comments that he makes, going forward, will you still try and talk to him to try and convince him to get the vaccine, or since he seems to be?
No, I will. And I'll give him my 2 cents. And again, but at the same time, I gotta make sure he understands I respect him for his own opinion. I mean, I'm not gonna go at anybody and denigrate them because they have a difference of opinion. The young man's got to make his own decision, and and whatever the situation is, the circumstances are, he has to live within his circumstances. So that's the thing we have to understand, folks, is that we have to live in the circumstances we've had, or we're currently in, and that's that's what we'll do.
And then with the receivers, I noticed that position especially kind of rotates in and out depending on, it doesn't even really depend on what your conventional first team is, whenever you guys are mixing and matching the combinations.
What position?
Just receiver.
Okay.
And so I guess just what is it about that position that you don't do that necessarily with, say, the offensive line or safety, for instance? You just kind of bring in whoever for a receiver.
Because those guys will probably run about 7-8 miles a game. And so you want to try and keep them as fresh as possible. So that's why you rotate and roll guys in and out. And your star guys are probably going to play 65-70% of the snaps. Your young guys will come in, and the backups will come in and probably play 20 to 30% of those snaps. But it's really about a rotation, just to try and keep your starters as fresh as possible.
Last 3: Les, Chris Russell, and Ben.
Hey, Ron. Now that you've kind of gone through this camp and the OTAs and everything, do you kind of see now what you missed last year at this time, and what, I don't know how that would have affected start of the season last year in total. Maybe you would be able to quantify that. I don't know if you could.
Well, I think what it would have done, it would have given us a better idea as to what we had to focus in on, what we had to hone up, how we needed to approach it with our players, with our position guys. I think that's the thing that we missed, was not having an understanding, not having a feel. as I told you guys, as I look at it, the mistake I made, was my approach was wrong. I should have made it as big a competition as possible. And that's on me. I wanted to try and give a guy that I thought was ready to take a step, every opportunity, try and build that that rapport, that relationship he needed with his teammates, and that would have been something that we may have been able to see sooner and could have done something differently, perhaps.
I was going to ask you about that. And
interesting take on Dwayne Haskins. Talks about, I know we've heard this before, so this is not new, but it's just still, like, he talks about basically, I may have figured out that Dwayne Haskins sucked and we shouldn't have given him too many opportunities before the season started, and maybe we would have moved on much quicker. Or maybe Dwayne would have stepped up better or something, like they've been able to work with him more and have a better shot. Maybe. But, I don't blame everything on it, because, I mean, you see, like, Joe Burrow had a great year, you had Justin Herbert had a great year, so you didn't need a great freaking...
Yeah, they brought it up, and did you have enough time, you think, to be able to make that
better than what Dwayne did?
Well, I think to a degree, yes. I mean, I gave him 11 straight weeks. 7 of those were in training camp. So I again, as I said, it's just something looking back on it, and hindsight is 20/20. But just looking back on it, that's probably the mistake I made. I should have declared it a competition, and kept it at that.
Thanks,
Chris.
Hey, Ron. Just curious, now that life is sort of normal, how do you, between your health and between COVID and all that stuff, how do you take the next 5 weeks? Go on trips with the family? Do you stay here? Do you come back to the office mid-July? Do you wait until just before training camp? How do you kind of approach it? And what advice do you give to your coaches to recharge their batteries, but also, to be ready? Basically, for the most part, was to get away. I'll spend my first week off here, taking care of little detail things, little things, and then we'll go out. We'll head west. We'll hang there, and then I'll come out a week before we start camp, and start working on again the rest of the little details, getting ready to get down to Richmond for a week, and then come back here and finish up camp. And so I'm really excited about that. I look forward to it. Getting back in touch with our fan base in Richmond and making sure they know that we do appreciate them. That's important. Do you want your coaches to stay basically out of the building over the next 5.5 weeks, or do you want them to kind of, be around? Like, how do you kind of balance that? Because you guys are working 100-hour weeks or whatever, and everybody needs a little chance to refresh. They do, and for the most part, I do want them to get away. I mean, I have no qualms with the guy, getting off the grid. I'd love to do that, but I promise you I won't be able to. Mostly because one of you guys, something will happen, you guys will call me. But that's that comes with the job. But I will get away. I will get to see my family. I had the opportunity last year. I told you guys when I was declared cancer-free, I got to go see my parents and got to hug my mom. So I'll get a chance to go see them now that everybody around them is vaccinated. I'll get to spend a little bit more time with my brothers and their family. So I'm excited about that. Good.
Ben, last one.
Won't call you.
All right.
Hey, Ron. Sean kindly let me double dip here. With regards to the quarterback situation, when you talk about a competition, how do you envision?
No, I'm gonna get off here soon. I have it on over here. We can look at it real quick. But no, I'm not gonna stream the Clippers game. It'll just go too late. But we can take a look at the box score real quick. Jazz up 30-29. Very distributed scoring right now for the Clippers. Nobody has more than 5 points in the first quarter. Meanwhile, it's the opposite over here. Donovan Mitchell has 14, Clarkson has 7, and Ingles has 6. So concentrated scoring for the Jazz. Gobert has 6 rebounds, all defensive so far. And then Morris has 4 points and 4 rebounds for the Clippers. George and Kawhi both have the leading scorer for the Clippers of 5 each. But yeah, I will not be streaming the Clippers game tonight. Tomorrow night, what's the situation tomorrow night? tomorrow we got the Hawks and Sixers, the Suns and Nuggets. It is a Friday, so I don't think I have anything to do on Saturday. So maybe we'll do both games tomorrow. The Jazz and Celtics have one of the racist fans. I don't know about that. I did hear Boston apparently fans are not very good, but it's just kind of one of those things where it's like, people like to troll each other. They like to get under people's skin, so they'll find whatever way they can to upset people, and it sucks. But it is what it is. But it's like you could say racist things and not be racist because you just are mad at somebody or you want to get under their skin. You don't actually think they're less than because the color of their skin or anything like that. You don't think that they actually have a fault because of the color of their skin. But saying that is going to piss them off, so you say it so you piss them off. And it's terrible. It's stupid. Nobody should ever do it. I'm not condoning it by any means. But at the same time, to me, it's not much different than other insults. You know what I mean? Because it's really, when you say insulting things, your goal is to get under people's skin. And honestly, you just shouldn't try to get under people's skin. But I understand in anger, in competition, in trying to beat people psychologically, you say things that you shouldn't say, and it sucks. You shouldn't do it. Alrighty. Ended all that. Let's get back to the
Vision that going down in training camp is rotating guys. The guys throughout the practices. How do you envision that happening?
Well, you try to create, and I want to try and create situations that are going to be as game-like as possible. Want to be able to rotate guys so that everybody gets an opportunity to work with the same group of players. You just try to do that and create that energy for guys stepping onto the field and knowing that they're working with the ones. And that's one of the things that that we've done in the past. That's how you find out about players. And one of the things that we did, in Carolina was, and to those guys' credit, our coach's credit, a guy that's a backup player will work with the ones, because we don't need to wait until the middle of September in the middle of a game and a guy who's never taken a snap with the number one offensive line all of a sudden get in the middle of having to take a snap with the number one offensive line. John Matsko does a terrific job with that. Pete Haynard, all of our coaches do a terrific job of making sure their guys roll through, and at some point they will get a chance to play with what is the number one group at that time.
Well, there you go. Spoken from Ron. All right, well, I did all of my stuff I wanted to do over here. I want to do this. Oh, you can have a guide? Huh. Where? It didn't open. What do you mean? Whatever. Alright, I think I'm going to knock off here. It was fun. It is just before 11. Gotta get up in the morning. Thanks for everybody for hanging out. I'm going to change this title. The Tim's Sports Talk episode. The Tim Sports Talk full show episode, not episode, let's put date, June 10th, 2021. Let's verse Bucks. Fisk Vegas reaction. And until next time, see ya!